Welcome to the 2025 Western Canadian Baseball League Home Run Derby and All-Star Game weekend. From the broadcast booth, Joe McFarland alongside a very jam-packed room here at Siemens Stadium in Okotoks. Peter Klein, Conrad Kossert, and a fresh face in the room, Truman Bartman, joining us from the Medicine Hat Mavericks. We're going to go to field level in a second, but wanted to pass the ball over to the gentleman who will be calling today's game. Peter, how excited are you and the crew to get things rolling?
Oh, so excited. We got a great introduction to this with the Home Run Derby, and if that's any indication, it's going to be a fantastic show. Truman, fresh face in that he's not in here a whole lot and looks like he's 12, but looking like with a ton of knowledge. What are you looking forward to the most in this one?
I'm catching it straight right off the bat here, Peter, but
it's fine. I look 80, so it's all good.
I mean, best on best action, East versus West. This is as good as it gets, and to do it in a place like Okotoks, a place that Don Seaman built himself, what a magical night it's supposed to be.
And Conrad, obviously, it has been an emotional week around here. Don Seaman would want the spotlight on exactly where it's going to be some of the best players Western Canada has to offer here today.
Yeah, it was such a project of love out here in Okotoks for Don and the entire Seaman family. Obviously, his brothers bring the flames, and Don brought the dogs. So he'd be absolutely tickled pink, I'm sure, to be watching this one, and I'm sure he's watching from a little bit higher vantage point now.
All right, far be it for me to try to talk over Will Gardner any more than we have already, so let's send it down to field level and get ready for the 2025 WCBL All-Star Game.
Of the Western Canadian Baseball League. And please join me in thanking these sponsors who have made the game possible tonight. Let's once again thank Alberta for their sponsorship of the All-Star Game. We also like to thank Pete McConnor, the official sponsor of our Home Run Derby. Let's express our appreciation to Getaway Tours, the transportation supplier for the All-Star Game and the Western Canadian Baseball League. Our official baseball supplier, Diamond Baseball, and our official bat supplier, B45, as well as our netting supplier, Netting Professionals. Please thank these sponsors for all they've done for the All-Star Game today. We'd also like to thank the apparel supplier, our very own Grand Slam Sports, for all they've done. They have tremendous commemorative East and West All-Star apparel available in the Dodge General Store on the first base concourse. And also our MVP sponsor, Under Armour. Please thank both Grand Slam Sports and Under Armour for their partnership.
It's going nuts. I was sitting there.
And we'd like to thank Grand Slam Sports and the Okotoks Sox for the rally towels that have been distributed tonight. We're very pleased to present those to the first 1,500 fans in attendance today. And friends, please join me in welcoming a number of very special guests to the stadium. We're delighted to welcome all of you, as well as visitors from all of the teams making their way to Okotoks. But a special welcome to our president, Kevin Kamami, president of the Western Canadian Baseball League. Please welcome Kevin Kamami. In addition to Kevin, the governors from each team in the Western Canadian Baseball League are here, along with the WCBL executive and coaches and players from each of these teams. Please express your welcome to all of them tonight as they join us for the All-Star Game. We'd like to also welcome an honored guest. He's a former member of this league, currently coaches or serves as a pitching coordinator for the Moose Jaw Miller Express. He's a former MLB player drafted by the Pittsburgh Pirates and played with the Detroit Tigers. And of course, a very special guest and friend recognize those that have given back to this great game of baseball. And it is my tremendous honor and privilege tonight to recognize someone who has literally dedicated their entire life to this great game. He is the godfather of baseball in Canada and established the first collegiate program in Canada in Lethbridge, Alberta, the Prairie Baseball Academy. He served as the first head coach at PBA, and he created significant and countless opportunities for players to graduate from the Prairie Baseball program and move on to four-year schools. He has elevated youth baseball in Western Canada by placing players in countless opportunities and also given back to this game through field construction, including building Lloyd Nolan Yard in Lethbridge, as well as contributing immensely to Siemens Stadium and Tourmaline Field right here in Okotoks. He is one of those men, as I said, that gave his life to baseball. But more than that, what he did is characterized by doing what is right and what was never for personal gain. It was always about what was best for the player and best for the game of baseball. We are honored to recognize tonight a tremendous builder of baseball, joined on the field by a graduate from the Prairie Baseball Academy, Dustin Mulliken. Please welcome and congratulate Blair Kubicek. It is my great privilege to turn the microphone over to Kevin Kamali. Kubi is being presented tonight with a commemorative bat by the Okotoks Dogs and a plaque from the Western Canadian Baseball League. Kevin, welcome to Siemens Stadium. Thanks all, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the WCBL 2025 All-Star Game. This gentleman is renowned in Western Canada for baseball. Kub, as you know him in Lethbridge, 15 years with the Prairie Baseball Academy, and we are presenting him with the Legacy Builder Award, and it's appropriately named. You are a legacy to the game. You are a builder of parks. You are a builder of programs. We're so proud of you for Lethbridge for 15 years. We're so proud of your baseball in Western Canada, and we owe you that. So thanks, Rudy, for all you've done, and thank you for the Western Canada. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you very much for your kind words. And Kubi is indeed one of those you cannot say enough about. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is about the All-Stars themselves. And I'm going to send it up to the Bill McAlpine, down press box. Mike, let's meet the East Team All-Stars and the West Team All-Stars. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome them all to Siemens Stadium.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Eastern Division All-Stars. Here are the coaches for the East Division. From Saskatoon, Arvin Gutierrez. From Weber, Ken Williams. From Moose Jaw, Eric Marriott. From Medicine Hat, Jonathan Thornhill. From Moose Jaw, Michael Gonzalez. From Swift Current, Ray Estrella. From Regina, Ryan Zafakis. And from Regina, Brody Groyenko. Here are your East Division All-Stars from the Medicine Hat Mavericks. From Agua Prieta, Mexico, attending Ottawa University pitcher, number 28, Luis Diaz. From Littleton, Colorado, attending Chambers College, the pitcher, number 9, Tanker Roberts. From Stratford, Ontario, attending Young University. Infielder, number 10, Connor Rock. From Warren, Saskatchewan, attending Cal State San Bernardino. Infielder, number 8, Tyler Vanesti. From Chicago, Illinois, attending Ottawa University. Outfielder, number 44, Jeremy Freeman Jr. For the Moose Jaw Miller Express. From Laredo, Texas, attending Texas A&M International. The pitcher, Rudy Guardiola. From Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, attending Central Collegiate High School. The pitcher, number 33, Nathan Buccio. From Terrell, Texas, attending Incarnate Ward. The pitcher, number 17, Weston Walls. From Gamble River, British Columbia, attending the University of Pikeville. Number 39, Austin Curtis. From Round Rock, Texas, attending the University of Texas at Dallas. Number 22, Thomas Soto. From New South Wales, Australia, attending the University of Sioux Falls. Number 27, William Edwards. Your All-Stars for the Regina Red Sox. From San Dimas, California, attending Rogers State. Pitcher, number 56, Blake Johnson. From Houston, Texas, attending Mineral Area College. The pitcher, number 31, Kyle Langford. From Regina, Saskatchewan, attending Point University. The catcher, number 2, Brady Bond. From Huntington Beach, California, attending Golden West Community College. Infielder number 7, Matthew Fox. From Albuquerque, New Mexico, attending Salt Lake City Community College. Infielder number 44, Jalen Stewart. From the Virgin Islands, attending Polk University. Outfielder number 20, Raphael Jackson. From Fort Green, Oklahoma, attending Rogers State. The pitcher, Colton Anderson. Your All-Stars for the Saskatoon Berries. From Bellevue, Nebraska, attending the University of Nebraska, Omaha, number 55, Tanner Hosek. From Plantation, Florida, attending West Texas A&M, the pitcher, number 15, Matt Whitney. From Monroe, Louisiana, attending Southern Louisiana University, the pitcher, number 8, Pegman Sorensen. From Hunts, Puerto Rico, attending Texas A&M International, number 31, Javier Medina. From Louisiana, attending the University of Texas at Tyler, number 33, Ethan Menard. From Dugout, Saskatchewan, attending Indiana State University, number 20, Carter Peck. Here are your All-Stars for the Split Current 57s. From Rounds, California, attending Hawaii Pacific University. Pitcher number 23, Brody Goldstein. From Munster, Saskatchewan, attending Johnson Community College. The pitcher number 26, Adam Corey. From Panama City, Panama, attending Fort Hays State. The catcher number 8, Luis Ayala. From New Brunswick, New Jersey, attending Cameron University, number 30, Wilmer Enriquez. From Pasadena, New Mexico, attending Trinidad State College, number 25, Silas Hilton. They're all stars for the Wayburn Beavers. From Omaha, Nebraska, attending the University of Jamestown, the pitcher, number 8, Joe Hart. From Antelope, California, attending York University, the pitcher, number 12, Ian Heck. From Rio Rancho, New Mexico, attending Eastern New Mexico University, the pitcher, number 18, Logan Tinker. From Surrey, British Columbia, attending Central Baptist College, number 15, Ryan Kelly. From Langley, British Columbia, attending the University of Conville, number 23, Noah Brooks. Ladies and gentlemen, here are your East Division All-Stars. And now it is time to introduce your All-Stars from the West Division. Your coaches for the West Division. From Brooks, Dylan DeBrouwer. From Energy City, Jordan Blondell. From your Oakland Stars, Luke Pope. From Oakland, Rich Schmidt. From Lethbridge, Ryan McDonald. From Fort McMurray, Tanner Hess. And from Silver Lake, Wyatt McDonald. Here are your All-Stars for the West Division from the Brooks Bombers. From Red Deer, Alberta, attending Benedictine University, Minnesota, the pitcher, number 44, Pete Hashkowski. From Keller, Texas, attending the University of Sciences and Arts, Oklahoma, the pitcher, number 12, Julian McCormick. From Belleville, Ontario, attending McCook Community College, number 20, Manus Schimper. From Tappan, New York, attending Columbia University, number 24, Ben Fishel. From Chicago, Illinois, attending Mid-America Christian University, number 2, Nathan Matthews. Here are your All-Stars for the Energy City Cactus Rats. From Sherwood Park, Alberta, attending the University of Mary, the pitcher, number 22, Archer Blumenshot. From Merced, California, attending Modesto Community College, the pitcher, number 2, Reagan Giordina. From Tallahassee, Florida, attending Embry-Riddle University, the pitcher, number 20, Tristan Harley. From Vero Beach, Florida, attending Embry-Riddle University, number 10, Timo Aristida. From Victoria, British Columbia, attending Arizona Western Community College, number 3, Parker Hutsu. Here are your All-Stars for the Fort McMurray Giants. From Arangasta, Aruba, attending Montreat College, the pitcher, number 33, Ash Amerla. From Queensville, Ontario, attending Niagara University, the pitcher, number 14, Luke Glenn. From Calgary, Alberta, attending Okanagan College, The catcher, number 3, Nick Sylvain. From London, Colorado, attending Butler University, number 24, Matt Rhodes. From Langwood, British Columbia, attending the University of Fraser Valley, number 28, Elijah Oladipo. Here are your All-Stars for the Lethbridge Wolves. From Lethbridge, Alberta, attending Canisius University, the pitcher, number 4, Levi Abbott. From Medicine Hat, Alberta, attending Eastern Arizona College, the pitcher, number 22, Brett Getz. From Sydney, Australia, attending the University of Arkansas, Monticello, the pitcher, number 44, Maxim Morakovic. From right here, Alberta, attending Southern Arkansas University, number 23, Carter Cora. From Lethbridge, Alberta, attending Midland College, number 5, Ryan McTavish. From Hobbs, New Mexico, attending Friends University, Bernie Sakaris. Here's tonight's All-Stars for the Okotoks Dogs. From Frisco, Texas, attending Texas State University, the pitcher, number 27, Austin Eaton. From Okotoks, Alberta, attending Campbellsville University, the pitcher, number 4, Rudy Cornell. From Coaldale, Alberta, attending the University of Montebello, the pitcher, number 14, Seth Kerr. From Mount Pearl, Newfoundland, attending Campbellsville University, the pitcher, number 40, Chase Tucker. From Strathmore, Alberta, attending Bellevue University, the catcher, number 35, Logan Correct. From Okotoks, Alberta, attending the University of Montebello, number 10, Connor Carosa. From Mexico City, Mexico, attending Pittsburgh State University, number 8, Ricky Sanchez. From Tampa, Florida, attending Reinhardt University, number 28, Barry Eisman. From Cape Harbor, Washington, attending Campbellsville University, number 12, Zane Stanton. Here are tonight's All-Stars for the Silver Lake Dogs. From Spring, Texas, attending Southwest Oklahoma, number 31, the pitcher, Josh Tolich. From Vaughan, Nova Scotia, attending Colby Community College, the pitcher, number 19, Matthew Bucknanty. From Lake Oswego, Oregon, attending Gonzaga University, the pitcher, number 36, Mickey McClaskey. From Dallas, Texas, attending Texas Southern University, number 7, Jaden Flores. From Seattle, Washington, attending Gonzaga University, number 16, Roy O'Connor. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for your East-West Division All-Stars.
for the entrance of our color guard on this very special All-Star game. Fans, please remain standing, remove your hats, and join Brett and Rose for the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see the rise, the true north, strong and free, from far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
A fantastic scene here for the 2025 WCBL All-Star Game from Siemens Stadium in Okotoks. Welcome back to the broadcast, everyone, as they are just about to give us the starting lineups here. Peter Klein, Conrad Krauser, and Truman Bartman with you. Phenomenal setup here pregame. Just a huge shout out to everyone who has put everything together out here at Siemens Stadium in Okotoks. It takes a village to put something like this on, and everyone has just been absolutely fantastic with everything that has been done here so far. So guys, as we're about to get the starting lineups out here today, we'll talk about it a little bit more as the broadcast goes on. A lot of stars. You don't want to put too much focus on one guy, but Truman, Ian Heck is making it very difficult to not. With the performance in the Home Run Derby, he is going to be the designated hitter and starting pitcher on the east side today.
Well, I was going to say, you're going to see him in the spotlight more than anybody else today, and that is because Ian Heck has earned that spotlight. One of the best pitchers in the league over the past 2 seasons, and one of the best hitters as well, and I don't say that lightly. He was really leading the Pitcher of the Year conversation for most of this season until one tough outing in Medicine Hat, and then Levi Abbott kind of took it over. But Ian Heck, a special talent, and one that we're not likely going to see again.
And Conrad, to that point, Levi Abbott is going to get the start on the west side of things, and we'll get to the starting lineups here officially in just a matter of moments. But it is dogs heavy at the top of it to kind of please the hometown crowd that right now is getting poured on here in Okotoks, but also well-deserved from a team that is top spot in the West Division at this moment.
Yeah, and deservingly so, and it could have been a few more dogs in the starting lineup if not for some injuries to the arms for the dogs. As you saw, Seth Kerr walking out with his arm in a sling, and unfortunately I've heard his season is done. But yeah, it's a lot of dogs and a lot of games being played, and even Mitch is out there playing the line game today.
Yeah, incredible commitment on the east side. The west has kind of left, I was going to say Mitch out to dry, but that is actually the antithesis of what is going on as he is getting rained on at this particular moment. We are going to do a ceremonial first pitch out here in Okotoks as well, as Matt Stairs is going to make his way. Canadian Baseball Hall of Famer, a 2008 World Series champion, Matt Stairs, 265 career home runs. And also, as I was able to talk with him about on the radio this week, he faced over 1,000 pitchers in his big league career, which is nuts to think about, but pretty cool to have him part of the Dogs Academy and throw an absolute gun there, Truman, for his first pitch.
Yeah, and Matt Stairs always here to present the MVP of this game tonight, so he'll be waiting around till the end of the game where one lucky player will get to pose for a pitcher and receive tonight's award.
Matt Stairs helping out with the Dogs Academy here. Also, there is a representative from Fortis, I believe, as well, coming out to throw another ceremonial first pitch as we are ready to get this game underway.
But did you notice Matt Stairs has now joined Big Bear out there on the line in
solidarity
with the West?
That is fantastic. Love to see that. Oh, look at this, a rock and a fire there. Just a bit outside, but we got it to home plate anyway on that ceremonial first pitch. Again, like I was saying, a shout out to everyone here in Okotoks for putting this on. Setting the bar pretty high for All-Star games over the next little bit, but Saskatoon now going to be the next stop, as was announced on the pregame show here today as the standoff continues.
Yeah, but thank you so much to our presenting sponsor, Fortis Alberta, today, as we say their name a lot out here, as they are the sponsor of our lights here in Siemens Stadium, but glad to have them on board. You saw that you're in, or if you have a friend or family member in attendance, I'm sure they saw the lifting trucks outside the stadium.
No, nobody's still moving out there.
No.
Rudy Estrella is having words with the other side. It looks like he's smiling from cheek to cheek. There's a couple of jokes being thrown around between each side here.
Yeah, we might just have to play with them out there. They might just have to run around those guys. When we had the target to hit out in left field during the home run derby, these might be the targets not to hit. You have to run around them.
But it's the full coaching staff from the East, so
yes.
It's not just players this year.
No. A few players involved over on the East side, just coaches for the West. Mitch Schmidt now trying to barter. This is going to be maybe the most competitive matchup we have. Oh, yeah, got to get the helmet on one of the coaches there just to make sure.
Like Cam Williams is getting paraphernalia on his head.
Yeah, well, I mean, going to be in the line of fire here in a second, so put that out there. Again, I cannot stress enough how much it is raining at this particular time for these guys to just be hanging out and locked in this eternal battle. So while they are waiting and hanging out there, let's go over the starting lineups. Oh, rock, paper, scissors now. Apologize. Oh, he went with dynamite. Nothing beats dynamite. Mitch Schmidt knows the roles here.
Look at this, a little bit of water over there. Can't see exactly who just got that.
Yeah, and I saw the warm-up jacket, too.
Yeah, Jeremy Freeman Jr.
We're weaponizing Mitch now.
Yeah.
JT with he's got the whole catcher's mask on out there, and he's wearing a Perry's helmet.
Yes, that was very smartly done. Oh, yeah, no, the leg protection, very important as well. Get those shin pads on.
Don't you love All-Star games?
That's one of the resistance bands they use to warm up.
Oh, and full elbow gear, too.
Well, safety paramount when you are dealing with these sorts of things. So you absolutely need to have this. There's, I think it is shin pads coming from the left side, or from the east side as well. I thought it was batting gloves, but it remains shin pads.
Oh, it's a full elbow guard, too. Oh, boy.
Selfish from Logan Grant, who's already in his full catcher's equipment, or else that probably would also at least be close to Mitch Schmidt at this particular holding the pad like a captain of a ship.
Last year it was Nash Kroll who stood out there the longest for the West, and it looks like we're not doing the starting lineup coming from our press box. So Peter, why don't you give us the starting lineup for the West?
All right, starting lineup for they've been Mitch Schmidt has been pulled away. Starting lineup for the West. It is going to be Ricardo Sanchez leading things off, followed by Connor Croson, Zane Scansey, Logan Grant will be hitting the cleanup spot, followed by Barry Eisman. Carter Clairhout is going to be playing over at first base. Then Parker Husu in the outfield, along with Brennan McTavish. And following him in the 9-hole for this one today. That is going to be beneficial out in the outfield. Over on the east side, it'll be Carter Beck, followed by Carter Roth. Austin Gurney with Ethan Menard. I would say, after his performance in the Home Run Derby, a very good candidate for the cleanup spot, as he'll be hitting fourth, followed by Ian Heck. Also starting, William Edwards is in left field today, followed by Matthew Fox, Luis Ayala, Thomas Soto, and as mentioned before, Ian Heck will be getting the start for the East Division side when these two sides finally relent at about 10:30 tonight when the fireworks start going off.
Are we allowed to still do fireworks with the light show that's already happened between the Home Run Derby and the All-Star game?
I do believe we are allowed to. We'll see. That is, I still think the plan, but they admittedly do not run those decisions by me before we get ready. It will be defensively for the West All-Stars here tonight. It is Carter Clairhout over at first base, Zane Scansey is at second.
Have your attention, please. As hard as it will be for you to believe, we didn't come to watch this, we came to watch baseball.
Ricardo Sanchez is at short, Connor Croson at third, Ben Fishel at left, Brendan McTavish at center, Arkin Husu is at right. Logan Grant is the catcher tonight, the battery mate for the starting pitcher, Levi Abbott of the Lethbridge Bulls out of Canisius University and born in Lethbridge, Alberta. 6 games this year, 6 starts, 5-1, 36 innings pitched, 59 strikeouts, and just the 8 walks. Is coming off of a loss in his last performance against Sylvan Lake, but has pitched very well in this ballpark this season and just throughout the year. As you were mentioning, Truman, it has been him and Heck all season long, so fitting that these two are getting the start in the All-Star game here tonight.
Yeah, and for Abbott, it's beyond him with the Bulls as well. Brett Getz has had an excellent season, and Maxim Marakovic also in that mainstay starting rotation for the Bulls. And we're going to see all 3 of them potentially tonight, so it has been a special group to watch for the Bulls. And if they're going to make a deep run this season, that group will be a large part of it.
So it'll be Carter Beck leading things off from the Saskatoon Berries. Outfielder from Indiana State University, born in Cardiff. The first pitch is a ball, and the 2025 All-Star Game is underway. First pitch coming to you at 7:34. It is moist outside. The 1-0. That takes, and it's 1-1.
And you know, when these summer storms do come around, they tend to bring a lot of wind, but the flags out and left dead on their flagpoles, so unusual weather.
The 1-1 from Abbott. This ball stung over to the right side and through for a base hit. A leadoff single for Carter Beck. He has 10 straight starts with a hit, 16 hits during that time, showing why there as he starts this game with a single.
And for Carter Beck, he starts right where he finished off last year. He was 3 for 3 in that game, claiming the MVP in 2024, had 3 RBIs. We know how great he is, and he's going to be in the MVP running, not only this year, but years to come. And another Carter now at the plate.
Yes, it'll be Carter Roth up second here for the East Division. The Medicine Hat Mavericks, Doane University, born in Stratford, Ontario, hitting .392 on the year with 3 home runs. First pitch, misses up and in, 1-0.
Now, we've had more than a few guys from Ontario this year in both the East and West Division, so exciting to come play out a little bit closer to the Rocky Mountains.
Well, and how could you not with this weather? The 1-0, that one high and tight, 2-0.
A Carter from Stratford, Ontario, the same birthplace as Justin Bieber.
I'm sure he loves when you bring that fact in. Especially with that new album from Justin. I'm sure all baseball fans really knew about that one, right?
More Bieber talk than I was expecting tonight. The 2-0. Chopper over to the hole at short. Sanchez has it, goes to second for the force at 1. Back to first, not in time. They will get the force and nothing more, so a fielder's choice for Roth, and he will switch spots with Beck, and there's 1 away.
Yeah, and Roth has some underrated speed, and he uses that there. Sanchez, a great defender, nice little turn play, but Roth equal to the task with his
Austin Gurney now up from Moose Jaw, out of the University of Pikeville, born in Campbell River, BC. Hitting .354 this year with 3 home runs, 48 RBI. 1 down, runner at first for Gurney. As Abbott looks in. First pitch misses up, it's 1-0.
And we know this is an all-star game, so I know there's some speed with Roth over at first. How many of these guys are actually going to want to steal in an all-star game is another question. But the threat is there.
Not running on this one. The pitch a breaking ball in for a strike. It's 1-1. Abbott, like I said before, has had some success in this ballpark. 7 innings, 1 run that he gave up, just 1 hit, striking out 8 on the 22nd here against Okotoks. Count even at 1s. The lefty Gurney up at the plate. That one misses outside. It's 2-1.
Ooh, it's going to be thrown to the side.
They throw it over to first base, trying. Logan Grant has done that a few times. Carter Clairhout was not ready for it, and Roth makes his way all the way to third, and the ball gets away again, and Roth is going to come around to score. So a bit of an unconventional first run of the ball game. The pickoff play on back behind the runner, but that is going to lead to the first run as the throw missed the intended target, and Roth was able to get a sprint around the bases.
3 bases on the E2, not something you're necessarily likely to see, but that's a move that we here in Okotoks are really familiar with. Logan Grant throwing the back pick from his knees, and obviously Clairhout was not ready for that one.
And I think that's the one thing about these players is lots of them haven't played together, so they're not aware of each other's tendencies.
That ball smacked up the middle. Sanchez is there, and he will make the play for out number 2.
Well, I think there's a lot of guys that are on this field that at some point have played with Logan Grant. We've said he's played just about everywhere in the Western Division, including stops at Vauxhall and Dogs Academy prior to the WCBL. So maybe he just thinks everybody knows what he's going to do anyways.
Ethan Menard up at the plate now out of the Saskatoon Berries. Again, a fantastic season for them so far this year. First pitch drops for a ball, 1-0.
Yeah, Menard, a 2-time All-Star. He's made the game in back-to-back years. One of 2 Berries to do so alongside Carter Beck.
The 1-0. Hit to short. Sanchez busy this inning. Long throw across the diamond in time to get him. And that'll do it, but not before the East strikes first, albeit unconventionally. It's now the West's turn when we come back. All-Star Game 2025 here at Siemens Stadium in Okotoks.
Have you ever wondered if there's one thing that connects people from across our province? Something that connects the coffee shop to the spray park, or the brewery to the rodeo, the campground to the sports field. It's pretty amazing when you think about how it's all connected, because it truly is. And it's all we think about, so you don't have to.
Fan favorite here in Okotoks, Ricky Sanchez will lead things off for the West All-Stars. Sanchez has been a mainstay for the Okotoks Dogs and has certainly become a fan favorite with a couple of very big moments for this team. Most recently, a grand slam against Regina on the 17th, so a couple days ago. Takes the first pitch in for a strike. It is 0-1.
Yeah, and aside from winning a lot of titles, Ricky Sanchez known for winning an MVP back in the day, and this is his second All-Star appearance.
Drills this ball into left field, and that will be caught as William Edwards spoils the party, getting the first out of the inning.
Well, if Ricky has anything to fall back on, it's the 3 defensive plays he made in the top half of the inning.
Yeah, he was just worn out, really. And now it's Connor Croson out of the University of Montevallo, a Okotokian who has worked his way through the dog system, obviously with the big moment to wrap up the championship a season ago.
You mean formerly of Montevallo?
Yes, yeah.
Heading to Tennessee Tech, recently changed that over.
First pitch, Croson hits it up the middle. Stumbling to make the play as Soto regains his balance. Throw to first is in time, and there's 2 down.
Good play in the splits over there at first base. Soto, a sound defender, and that one a little trickier, but as he always is, scrappy and makes the best of it.
And now, to keep up with the theme, Zane Scansey is going to be coming up to the plate. Scansey out of Campbellsville University, born in Gig Harbor, Washington. Hitting .366 this year with 9 home runs and 39 runs batted in.
And Joe talked about playing in front of family and friends in the home run derby. Zane Scansey has about 4 family members that are in attendance. Came all the way from Gig Harbor to watch some dogs and get to support Zane in this All-Star game.
The 0-1, big swing and a miss there, 0-2.
Yeah, and you talk about Zane Scansey's family. A lot of his uncles played college football, but his uncle Paul Scansey spent 9 years in the NFL with the Seahawks and the Steelers.
The 0-2 breaking ball fouls that one. I think it caught his foot. Either way, it goes out of play, and it'll be still an 0-2 count.
So you're saying it's an athletic family?
It might be.
He has been absolutely fantastic for the Dogs. Also had a home run against Regina in the 2-game set those two teams had. The 0-2 fights that one off the other way. That is going to drift over into the bullpen, where there is some activity on the west side and the east as well. Going to have a lot of changes to your score sheet tonight on the bullpen side.
I was joking. We should have just had them both have both bullpens in the Orcandia Outdoor Solutions.
That one misses inside. It's 1-2.
Yeah, over on the dog side, at least under the mound is turf and raised so that there's a little less water. But they said, no, our grounds crew has done amazing work and made both bullpens playable.
The 1-2. Scansey will give us a look at that bullpen as he hits it hard foul over on the left side. He has been everything the Dogs would want this season. He's got 9 runs batted in his last 4 games.
And if you're watching Heck on the mound, he's got that side-to-side swaying motion. That's a staple of his game.
Ball hit hard up the middle, and that will get through for a base hit. So Scansey has the initial hit for the West. They have their runner on with 2 down, here in the first. And
another dog.
Yes, Logan Grant coming into the plate now. Grant hitting .290 this year in just 15 games with a couple of home runs, 12 RBI. Has 7 hits in a 4-game hit streak for the Dogs out of Bellevue University, born not too far from here, over in Chestermere.
It's a regular day for you guys. Seems like a Dogs game out there.
yeah, they've made it easy on us up here so far, as that one is fouled away 0-1. Dogs heavy up at the top. There's one more after this, and then the rest, I suppose, they're probably not called in the West dugout. Grant, a part of a couple championship teams here. Runner going. The pitch hit through up the middle to second. Play made by Roth. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So the West gets one on, but nothing more. To the second we go here at Stevens Stadium in Okotoks. It is 1-0 for the East here on Flow College.
Hey, baseball fans, it's Logan here at section 105 on your Christie. So you enjoying the game so far? All right, ready? Team East for West? Oh, I love it. Well, hey, we've got a hat racing Grand Slam Sports. It's a West hat. Would you like to win it? All right, matches your coat. We're going to be playing a little thing called the Cap Shuffle. So we're going to turn our attention to the big screen here. Rules are easy. Just keep your eye on the ball. We're going to put it under one of these hats. All right, here we go. So going in the middle hat, we are going to mix it about. And then I'm going to do what I do best, and that is be distracting right beside you. Not under that one. We're going to mix around a little bit more. I have completely lost it. Who still has it in the stadium? Couple of you, couple of you. All right, for the West. Tell me, is it under hat 1, 2, or 3? She says 1. Let's see. For the hat, is it under hat number 1? It is! Congratulations, there you are!
You stock up on all your favorite gear before the game. Stop by the general store for all your apparel.
Welcome back to the top of the second inning here at Stevens Stadium in Okotoks. It is East versus West in the All-Star game. New pitcher in the ball game is Ash Amerlin of the Fort McMurray Giants out of Montreat College, born in Aruba. 10 games this year, 4 starts. He's 0-3, 4.69 ERA, an absurd 46 strikeouts in 23 innings pitched.
Yeah, and the stuff looked electric already with just watching the warm-up.
He will be facing the man of the hour, Ian Heck, out of York University, born in Antelope, California, hitting .304 this year with 4 home runs, put on a show in the home run derby. Takes that one outside, 1-0. Also didn't get to his pitching stats in the first inning. He's started in 8 games this year, 2-3, 3.89 ERA, 46 1/3 innings pitched, 46 strikeouts. So again, not just someone doing double duty while just being a reliever. While that would be impressive, he's coming out here and starting these things. That one catches the outside corner. It's 1-1.
Talk about double duty. A guy that does quadruple duty often is the guy on the mound, and Ash Amerlin. He speaks 4 different languages, hoping to speak strikeout here.
He's been fluent in that thus far.
The 1-1 misses up and in. It's 2-1. This year with the Montreal College Cavaliers. 14 games pitched, 12 starts, 3-4, had 45 1/3 innings pitched, 71 strikeouts. That one misses, 3-1.
It had good break on it, just didn't quite fall as much as he would have liked.
Amerlin now ready here with the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 3-2.
Went off speed the pitch before and then set catch up to the 4 seam.
So I said Montreal College earlier, Montreat College with the Cavaliers. Autocorrect doing me in on my notes there. The count full now at 3-2. Amerlin gets the sign, comes home. The pitch, a breaking ball and a filthy one for strike 3 call. Disgusting break on that one at 3-2. Gets Heck to sit down looking for the first strikeout of the ball game from a West pitcher. First out with nothing to do with Ricardo Sanchez on that one. So now it'll be William Edwards coming to the plate, the Moose Jaw Miller Express player out of the University of Sioux Falls, born in New South Wales, hitting .380 this year with 8 home runs, 47 runs batted in.
Well, and you talked about Ricky Sanchez. No more outs for him. He's already been replaced defensively.
Did he go? Yes, he did. Yeah, if you are scoring this game at home, stop. There's going to be a lot of changes in this game today that we are going to try to keep up with as best we can. Yes, looks like it will be O'Connor over there at shortstop. The 0-1. Misses outside, 1-1.
And you speak of changes, Peter. There was lots of changes within the Moose Jaw Miller Express organization, losing former All-Star Nate Mensick. This guy, William Edwards, has filled the void. And talked to Joe McFarland before the game, who does a lot in the league, and he said that William Edwards has been the guy that the Moose Jaw Miller Express were looking for.
Coming into this All-Star game on a high, having 2 home runs in their last game. Chops this one to the left side. That's going to go foul, and it'll be 1-2. Yeah, a lot of good stories coming out of the East this year. Just going up and down it with the fantastic start of Medicine Hat, the just fantastic year Saskatoon is having. Regina having a very under-discussed year, and then Moose Jaw being able to bounce back from the losses, like you said, in the way they have. It's a very, very interesting year out to the East. Amerlin cares not for that storyline as he looks for his second strikeout of the inning. The 1-2. Throws at about 58 feet, and it'll be 2-2.
And you talk about Moose Jaw, they are a sneaky team. We've seen the damage they've done in the playoffs in previous years, and they still have a lot of those players left. They're one to watch out for. I wouldn't be surprised if they could play spoiler to the Berries.
Count even now, 2-2. Amerlin has faced the Dogs this season, going 2 innings against Okotoks, giving up a couple of runs, 6 strikeouts in 2 innings. So, do the math on that. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The tag made it official, and there's 2 down.
Yeah, the tag after he's taken 3 strides towards his own dugout.
Yes. Yeah, I believe the white flag was flown on that one, too.
Number 7, Matthew Fox.
So we Matthew Fox coming up, the infielder with the Regina Red Sox out of Golden West Community College, born in Huntington Beach, California. Hitting .324 on the year with 6 home runs, 27 RBIs, so certainly befitting an all-star.
Yeah, late add to the roster, but a worthy one.
I went in for a strike. Yeah, he was, as you mentioned, Truman, a late addition, and not just one who happened to be convenient because Regina was in town. .324, 6 home runs, 27 RBIs. That's all-star is what all that adds up to.
He's similar to Ian Heck, was a pitcher in 2024 as well as playing the infield for them last year.
Pops this one up. Over on the right side, Scanzi making his way from second base, and he will make the play to end the inning. So 3 up, 3 down goes the East on an excellent innings work from Ash Amerlin. The West coming up to bat in the bottom of the second here, the 2025 WCBL All-Star Game on Flo College. Let's send it down to the dugout with Joe McFarland.
That was okay. I think you can do a little bit better. Okotoks, Alberta, how you doing tonight? My name is Joe McFarland. I'm from WCBL Report, Alberta and Saskatchewan Dugout Stories as well. It is an honor and a privilege to be here. We are also online in the broadcast for Flow Sports. Can you make some noise for all the fans watching online? Brody Forno, my good friends, how does it feel to be an all-star in your hometown?
Oh, it's fantastic getting out here in front of my hometown crowd. Unreal feeling, being able to, perform my best and show the crowd what I can do and the other teams in the league as well.
What's this place mean to you?
Oh, absolutely everything in the world. I can't even explain the feeling that I get every time I come back for the summer and being able to put on the jersey again.
What do you want to say to the fans out there? They're all cheering you on. What do you want to say?
I love you guys. Keep it up. You guys are the best fans in baseball.
Fantastic stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, make some noise for Brody Forno and your 2025 Western Canadian Baseball League All-Stars.
Now pitching for the East All-Stars out of number 17, Weston Walls.
Bottom of the second here, the 2025 WCBL All-Star Game. New pitcher into this ball game. It is Weston Walls from the Moose Jaw Miller Express out of Incarnate Word. Born in Terrell, Texas. 12 games this year, 10 starts, 2-3, 7.15 ERA, 50 and a third innings pitched, 65 strikeouts. It'll be Barry Eisman, the last of 5 dogs at the top of the order. Eisman, then Clairhout and Husu in the second inning here. It's this one right back through, up the middle for a base hit.
And Peter, none of us are shocked. He's batting around 400 on the year and has been all year. So none of us shocked to see him put that one up the middle.
And it'll now be Carter Clairhout.
I think we might have his family sitting in front of us, Peter.
At least a cheering section for the veteran of the Lethbridge Bulls, attending Southern Arkansas University, born in Red Deer, hitting .324 this year with 6 home runs, 29 runs batted in. Riding another great season with Lethbridge, fouls that one away 0-1. This year with the Southern Arkansas University fantastically named Mule Riders. 322 with 3 home runs, 23 runs batted in, and a .419 on base percentage. The alumni of the Prairie Baseball Academy. Walls comes set. Readies with the 0-1. That one fouled off as well. Actually hit someone going up the stairs. They do not seem fazed by it, and it's 0-2.
You're mentioning his family might be down below. His brother Spencer and him, both former hockey players. And his brother Spencer actually played on the same hockey team as Heath Hatchkowski, who's now Carter's teammate tonight in the All-Star game.
Small world. The 0-2. Chopped over to the right side. We'll do it again at 0-2.
Claro checking out his lumber. That one had a weird sound off the barrel. Sometimes that can indicate a broken bat, but doesn't seem to in this case.
The weather has cleared out here, best I can tell. We're sheltered, so it's a little easier for us to say, but it was looking pretty dark skies-wise for a little bit, but it looks like Mother Nature wants to see this game as much as we do.
Peter, knock on wood, please.
The 0-2, stung through the right side for a base hit. That calls it enough knocking on wood for me. A nice single for Carter Clairhout as he is aboard here in the All-Star game. First 2 on for the Dogs in the second.
You mean the West?
For the West, sorry.
There is a dog.
Habit, yeah.
Sorry
about that, yeah.
And you got to love the gesture, too. His family in the crowd there pointing both hands right behind home plate.
So now Husu up to the plate. Energy City Cactus Rat from Arizona Western Community College, born in Victoria, BC. 333 on the year with 2 home runs, 21 runs batted in. Takes that one up and away, 1-0. Husu riding a 4-game hit streak that he has 10 hits on. Which, according to my notes, is quite good. The 1-0. Misses outside, and it's 2-0.
Yeah, and some good representation from the Traveling Wilburys WCBL edition, the Energy City Cactus Rats. And, you know, adversity builds pressure. Pressure makes diamonds. Got to say there's some diamonds on this squad, making the best of a tough situation this year.
And Conrad, you mentioned earlier that they're blue jerseys among your favorite.
Oh, yeah, the lightning bolts going down those for Energy City. It's only made me say that they're Electric City 2 or 3 times when I've done those broadcasts, but quality work done up there. Giving the Berries a run for the money for best jerseys in the WCBL in my mind.
The 3-0 catches the outside corner 3-1. So wait, not the 5 o'clock somewhere jerseys here?
The 5 o'clock jerseys are something special and definitely speak to John Urcandia's taste. But I still can't see the numbers on our 5 o'clock somewhere jerseys, so that's what knocks them down a little bit for me.
That is very fair. 3-1 here to Husu. He waits on that pitch. It's a strike, and the count is full at 3-2. And even in the All-Star game, the umpires are going to hear it as that pitch was booed by some members of the crowd here.
And no surprise to see Weston Walls work back in this count. Leads the league in strikeouts so far.
That one skips in, and the bases are going to be full of all-stars here with nobody out. Walked in there, good patience from Husu, drawing the walk. And that is going to bring McTavish to the plate.
Balls attending Midland College, outfielder number 5,
Brendan McTavish out of Midland College, born in Lethbridge. The Bull hitting .282 this year with 5 home runs, 30 runs batted in.
And you see the mound visit there. It's kind of that duo where it doesn't matter what jersey you're wearing for an all-star. There's always that respect between all catchers and all pitchers, knowing nobody else on this field can do what we do. It's like goalies. They always respect each other sort of deal.
Yeah. In at third is Fox. Trying to cut something down at home plate. The middle of the infield at double play depth. A nice breaking ball. 0-1. Pitch from Walls. You're up there. Bases loaded. Nobody out. It's an all-star game. It's a ballpark you've homered in before. You are geared up fastball. And the pitcher drops a breaking ball on you. That's how trust issues start. That one misses the back foot and the strike zone, and it's 1-1. Walls with 30 strikeouts and 34 and a third this year with Incarnate Ward. His second year with them. Going to work out of a bases loaded situation here in the second. The pitch swung through. It's 1-2. As mentioned before, McTavish has homered in this ballpark at a home run, 3 RBIs a couple weeks ago, back on the 8th here at Siemens Stadium. He's got some work to do down 1-2. The pitch misses outside. It's 2-2.
Tough situation for McTavish, but he's worked his way back into an even count. Probably going to look at something a little bit closer to the plate this time.
And the pitch misses inside. We're full again at 3-2. Heisman singled. He's over at third. Clairhout also singled. He's at second. Husu walked, standing over at first base. Getting a very good lead with the first baseman playing behind the runner. The pitch misses outside, and this game is tied. Walking in a run. So McTavish, credit for the RBI. Heisman comes in the count. And we are all square 1-1 here in the All-Star game.
I've got to say that's uncharacteristic, wouldn't you?
I would suggest so, yeah. That is not necessarily something you see a whole lot from Walls. At about half a walk an inning.
He's got great control of the strike zone, has all season long. A veteran in this league. The one issue he has is giving up runs, but boy, can he find the strike zone a lot.
First pitch to Fischel finds that zone. It's 0-1.
Fischel with that baby blue helmet. Doesn't necessarily match the rest of the Brooks Bombers, but certainly a style choice.
Looks fantastic. Outfielder with the Bombers out of Columbia University, born in Tappan, New York, hitting .339 this year. He'll fight this one off over the right side, floating toward the corner and foul.
Wanted to pace that first base line, just couldn't have that one bend back in, but all of a sudden, behind 0-2.
Also one of the only times you will hear a Okotoks crowd in favor of a Brooks athlete. A long-standing rivalry in hockey is transferred over to the baseball diamond as well. Fischel up at the plate here. Great year with the Columbia University Lions, hitting .305 with a couple of home runs. The 0-2 missed outside, 1-2. Fischel's had some big games this year. Had a 4-hit night against Regina earlier this week. One of his home runs coming against Lethbridge earlier this month. Up now with the bases loaded, the 1-2. Breaking ball misses outside, it's 2-2.
Yeah, these West batters, they're starting to battle and get some longer counts. Of course, most of these pitchers are only going to get 1 inning of work, so not going to overly stress the arm.
Well, on that breaking pitch, how many guys, especially batting 8th, are going to chase that, but not quite in an all-star game. That one freezes them. Strike 3 called and a big first out for Walls. Talk about leading the lead in strikeouts. He shows how there with a very nice recovery.
From the Silver Lake Gulls, number 16, Rowan O'Connor.
And not as a long-running rivalry, but this might be the only time we'll hear fans in Okotoks cheering for the Gulls, because ever since they've joined, it's been a battle at the top between the Gulls and the Dogs.
I know you guys get to see a lot of that rivalry. Do you think that Gulls fans dislike the Dogs more, or vice versa?
I haven't been up to the stadium in Sylvan Lake quite yet, but I got to tell you, Dogs fans, they love this team and dislike their enemies, so I got to say it's probably here.
I would say, just anecdotally, because I also haven't been able to make it to the fantastic facilities they have out there, the crowd that comes here that is loudest for their team the most is certainly Sylvan Lake. And some of those get a little nasty at times. So I would say that, yeah, it would probably be Sylvan Lake's hatred a little bit more for the Okotoks side of things.
You know, you say that we're the loudest, but those Berries fans that made the journey,
yes,
they were quite loud as well. For their first visit to Steeman Stadium.
The 1-2. Walls looking to get out of another one.
That's the second time he's forced Rowan O'Connor to duck and cover.
It's 2-2 now. O'Connor hitting .306 this year with a couple of home runs, committed to Gonzaga University, born in Seattle. Down even here at 2s. The pitch, a breaking ball, chopped over to the left side. It is foul, and we'll do it again.
Yeah, for O'Connor, he's used to pressure, and he's used to being in a star scenario. He's ranked as the 32nd best prospect in the state of Washington in 2024, and he's playing at East Catholic High School.
Yeah, and Gonzaga, that's a small school, right?
yeah, just a little thing over there. As that one fouled away, and that is right in the direction of where I parked.
But we talk about pipelines, and Gonzaga really seems to be one of those teams that like sending their players up to the WCBL more and more, joining the WCBL ranks, and you can't complain anytime an NCAA school like sending people to the Wicked Bowl.
And you look at guys with the last name that starts with O that come from Gonzaga that are all-stars in the WCBL. Last year it was Finbar O'Brien on the mound. Now you get Rowan O'Connor on the other side of the coin.
Fantastic segue. That was really well done. The 2-2. That came across really snarky. I actually meant that. I was very impressed with that.
I appreciate it.
The 2-2 fouled off again.
I didn't take it as snarky.
Okay, good. A lot of British humor growing up. I can come across as a little snippy at times. That one fouled off by O'Connor as his assault on my parking area continues.
British humor in the heart of Saskatchewan. That kind of shocks me, Peter.
Well, we have electricity and cable. We could still watch things.
Speaking of electricity, I couldn't help but notice some lightning in the sky in the far distance, so the storm has pushed away, thankfully.
Yes. Yeah, we have actually a hint of blue sky over us right now. The 2-2 pulled to the left side, and that one foul. Just a reminder there from Clarehout, like, hey, he fields that way as his teammate O'Connor just about took him out there.
Teammate for today.
Yes, teammate for today. Yeah. Apologies. Yes, Gull and Bull. Sorry. It's the white jerseys throwing me off. The 2-2. Breaking ball froze him. Strike 3 called. Another absolute beaut from Weston Walls, and there's 2 down.
Walls trying to make up for maybe those free passes that he issued a little bit earlier in the inning. We are going to have a mound visit here.
And a guy he knows very well, Eric Marriott, his head coach with the Miller Express, out to end his day. But in the All-Star game, that's not so much a bad thing.
No, there's going to be limits on pitches and whatnot, and he absolutely had to battle. That was a long at-bat from O'Connor in what was a relatively long inning, so there is going to be a Swift Current representative coming in now from the bullpen looking to finish off this inning. But when we talked about strikeouts there with Walls, he certainly showed the kind of stuff that gets you to 65 strikeouts in 50 and a third innings, didn't he?
Yeah, he sure did. And new pitcher coming in, I believe, is Brody Bornstein, reliever for the Swift Current 57s. Don't quote me on that. Just trying to get a peek at the number at the back of the jersey. It's either him or Adam Cordy, who, as many know, has been in the league for a long time.
Starts with a 4, so it is going to be Bornstein.
out of Hawaii Pacific University, born in Rounds, California.
And that's a filthy arm slot. Not quite the side armor, as I've been corrected a few times by our staff. Let's call it a very low 3/4.
I mean, that's about as sidearm as you get without being sidearm. Yeah. That is dropping low for sure. Bornstein, 14 games this year, 3 starts, 0-3, 31 innings pitched, 30 strikeouts with Swift Current this season.
Yeah, it's almost a frisbee motion for Bornstein out there.
But we were talking a bit before about walls and having to battle, and it is on this sort of a spot, like you want to come out, you want to show your best stuff, so when things are going a little bit sideways, it would be easy to kind of beat up on you. But to recover in the way that he did, bases loaded, get a couple of strikeouts, really impressive stuff mentally there from the pitcher from Moose Jaw.
Yeah, and for Walls, he's been praised at least. I've talked to a couple pitchers around the league, and they say his preparation is so meticulous. He runs, regardless whether he's pitching or not on that day. This guy really cares, and he's driven to be the best pitcher in the K.
So when we get ball back underway, it'll be Clairhout over at third, Husu at second, McTavish, who walked in the run, he will be at first base as we are starting to now cycle through with the Okotoks Dogs representatives at the start of the game at the top of the lineup, Conrad, making their way out, exiting after one plate appearance.
I wonder if having two of your managers in the dugout means you can go celebrate your all-star selection a little bit earlier. Well, I'm looking over to our first base dugout, and it looks like the Big Bear has brought out almost a reclining chair at the top of the dugout. Mitch Schmidt just max and relax and all cool.
He is very comfortable. That is for sure. As Jaden Flores comes to the plate out of Texas Southern University, born in Dallas, Texas. Hitting .306 this year with 6 home runs. Chops this one to the left side. That'll stay fair. Fox races to the bag, and he will get there in time to end the inning. But not before the West gets one. We are all square going to the third inning here at the 2025 WCBL All-Star Game on Flow College.
We got Barry. We got Davey. So they come on down here really close.
Now pitching for the West Division All-Stars from Silver Lake, number 19, Matthew.
New pitcher into the ball game is going to be the most common phrase we say tonight. Matthew McKenzie in from Sylvan Lake, attending Colby Community College, born in Vaughan, Nova Scotia. 9 games this year, 5 starts, as that pitch misses outside 1-0.
Another one of those pipeline schools. Colby sent so many guys into the WCBL. You seem to say it almost once a game.
That one misses 2-0. McKenzie 2-2 this year, 2.85 ERA, 28 1/3 innings pitched, 33 strikeouts.
What can you say about Ayala? Not somebody we get to see a ton of here in Okotoks.
Yeah, Ayala has a great bat. His defense is what makes him so elite. Back in 2023, he had a perfect fielding percentage in college, which is unheard of. His bat also very good. He's in the 300s this year.
Slaps that ball to second. Nice play made there by Scansey, who will make the throw for out number one. Scansey, one of the dogs that has stayed in the ball game.
Yeah, and Scansey, a second baseman by trade, but they've played him a lot out in right field this year for the Dogs, so getting to play his natural position in the All-Star game.
Thomas Soto out of Moose Jaw up. Another one with the no batting gloves. Saw that earlier in the home run derby with Nash Kroll, and that was a home run derby looking swing from Soto, missed 0-1. Out of the University of Texas at Dallas, born in Round Rock, Texas. Hitting .333 this year with a couple of home runs, 23 runs batted in. Fouls that one away, and it's quickly 0-2.
And Thomas Soto's parents have been on a bit of a road trip. I think they were at Roswell's Park for a couple of games, then we're at Athletic Park. I'm not sure if they're here tonight, but supporting Thomas nonetheless.
The 0-2 fights that one off over on the left side, and that is going to be berm bound. Soto peaking at the right time heading into this All-Star game. 12 hits in his last 6 games, including 3 against Medicine Hat yesterday.
And one of the most prolific base stealers in the WCBL. And for once, he isn't leading his team this year. It's Ben Wallazek who has a couple more than him.
Swinging and a miss there, strike 3. Pitch looked like it had a little bit of downward movement on it from McKenzie, who will get the strikeout, and there's a couple gone.
Will you say McKenzie shuffled off Soto?
You can certainly say that, yes. It's back to the top of the order and Beck. He's singled to lead this ball game off. Having a very good year, obviously, being an all-star and all. Swing and a miss there, 0-1.
I just heard a fan here with maybe the most inaccurate criticism of the Berries, saying Berries suck. They're very far from that.
Yes. Yeah,
6 losses.
Yeah, a lot of things. Sucks isn't one of them. They have been fantastic. The 0-1 skips in 1-1. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. I have 2 questions for that guy. 1, I'm wondering what team he might be a fan of. And 2, I'm wondering how many drinks he has potentially had tonight.
But yeah, what can't you say about the Berries this year? It's been a story of baseball.
That one misses up and away, 2-1. They just passed through Okotoks in the lead up to this All-Star game, and you look up and down the lineup. The batting, it's 300 hitters with a ton of power. The pitching, it is a ton of velocity and a lot of strikeouts. This one chopped to second. Throw to first is in time, and that will get the out. So Carter Beck is going to be 1 for 2 in this All-Star game, as we will now momentarily send it down to Joe McFarland, looking to catch up with someone over on the east dugout side. It is 1-1 in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Joe trying to get set up, and I think we will wait another inning to chat with Joe. So we'll head to a break here from Stevens Stadium in Okotoks. 1-1 is the score from Stevens Stadium.
Now pitching for the East Division All-Stars for the Medicine Hat Mavericks, Louise Diaz.
Have you ever wondered if there's one thing that connects people from across our province? Something that connects the coffee shop to the spray park, or the brewery to the rodeo, the campground to the sports field. It's pretty amazing when you think about how it's all connected, because it truly is.
4.18 ERA. He also has a save. 47 to third innings pitched, 43 strikeouts. And Truman, you were saying watch out for that slider.
Oh, the slider is unbelievable. He's got a mix of a fastball and slider that he rotates real well. Patents his game after Andres Munoz, who is his favorite player in the MLB.
Scanzi gets a piece of one, fouling it away 0-1.
Yeah, 400 plus batter in the batter's box for most of the season.
Scanzi chops that one foul. It'll be 0-2.
And for Diaz, a huge part of his development throughout his life in baseball has been his brother. Talks to him before every game and talks to him after every game as well, getting feedback constantly.
He's well ahead of Scanzi here. 0-2. Pitch. Got him chasing. Strike three. That would be the slider that we were discussing previously. Gets the swing and miss there for the first out.
Yeah, that's what Luis Diaz can do to hitters. Gets them leaning all the way down, and it's almost like they can't get away from swinging at a pitch like that, even though it is so far outside.
Logan Grant now up at the plate, 0 for 1 in the ballgame after he brought the first inning to an end. Grant hovering around 300. Home run game against Swift Current earlier this month. Takes that one up and in, 1-0. Pitch. Swing and a miss there, 1-1. Grant hitting .306 last year with the Dogs. Getting off to a bit of a late start this year with the team, getting into just 15 games, but he has been excellent so far. 1-1 skips in, 2-1. Grant out of Bellevue University. Hit .349 with a .421 on base percentage and 19 home runs this year with Bellevue. Making first team all NSAA. That one fouled away, 2-2.
Yeah, sent his West Division teammates trying to get out of the way of that baseball.
Diaz, who 49 strikeouts in 29 2/3 innings with Ottawa this year. Now even, 2-2. The pitch. Pulled to the right side, fouled again. Stick at 2-2.
They mentioned Grant had a little bit of a lower batting average, but some of that is he just hasn't played in as many games. Got a little bit of a late journey into WCBL, but obviously LG, a standout catcher and kind of utility guy, so someone you want for an all-star game.
Yeah, shorter journey this year, but he's been in the league for a while. A 4-time all-star now. That's more than anybody else.
The 2-2, and he drills this ball into right field. Going back on it, it's Gurney. It's over his head and off the wall. Grant digging for second. He will get there without a throw. It is a one-out double for the Dogs catcher, and the West has a runner in scoring position here in the third.
Yeah, didn't get a great read on it, did Gurney. He kind of took a few steps in and had to chase it out to the fence. Allowed LG to get in standing up.
And that will bring Barry Eisman to the plate. Eisman singled and scored in the second inning.
Another guy where he's been batting around 400 on the year, making Lou and Mitch decide whether they want to play him in right or play at the DH. It's been kind of him and Scanzi that have been rotating out in right.
Eisman's second straight all-star appearance, and of course, the biggest part of his mantle is that championship.
First pitch here from Diaz. Runner goes, the pitch, a strike, the throw is into left field. Grant will come around to score, and the West takes a 2-1 lead thanks to the Dogs here at Stevens Stadium.
They say it so many times during the Dogs broadcast, aggressive base running leads to so many runs, and see Logan Grant going for the steal, forces the errant throw, and the West now have a lead.
You're not expecting the opposite catcher to be making a break for third base, but that's what happened there.
As we said, Logan Grant, baseball player, not necessarily a catcher.
And it's even crazier to think with Luis Ayala behind the plate how good his defense is that he'd want to run at him, but it's All-Star. Why not try some things?
Yeah. So now Eisman up with nobody on. And that one will skip away, 1-1. Eisman has been consistently very solid for this Dogs team this year. You mentioned before the trophy on the mantle. He was great with the Dogs last year as well. Fights that one away over into the East dugout, or East bullpen. And beyond that, into the berm.
I think someone might have made a catch down there.
Yeah, got a few applause down there.
Do we need to bring in the banana ball rule for All-Stars, where if the fans catch it, it's an out?
I have enough trouble keeping track of everything on the field. I don't need to be trying to figure out what's going off of it as well.
I was going to say, Peter, you mentioned about the scorekeepers at home. Don't make another problem.
Yeah. Yeah. This thing already looks like it's old, like ancient writings. I don't need to. Oh, yeah, the put out is row 9, yeah, section 115.
See, it's just the F10. Come on, Peter.
Eisman hitting .317 with a couple of home runs last year with the Dogs. Had to exit before the postseason as that one misses outside 2-2.
Diaz will run his hand through the clay. That's probably going to stick to his hands a little bit more than usual when it's dry.
And the 2-2. Skies that one over to the left side. Coming in on this one is Edwards. He will make the play for out number 2. 2-1 is the score now for the West after Grant came home on the throwing error over to third. There's 2 away, and Carter Clairhout comes to the plate.
Number 23, Carter Clairhout.
Watched Clairhout on Tuesday, and he's going to be hunting for that fastball here. Something fast, something anywhere. Diaz will have to use his off speed against a guy like this.
In for a strike there, 0-1.
Yeah, certainly was listening for the first pitch. Starts with the off speed and see if he'll pitch around Clairhout here.
The 0-1. This is outside, 1-1. Clairhout, 135 games in his WCBL career, 4 years with Lethbridge. 14 home runs, 78 runs batted in. The 1-1. Did he check his swing? Don't know. It was a strike either way, and it's 1-2. Already seen Diaz has the nasty out pitch. With that breaking ball, can he get Clairhout here to get out of the inning? Nobody on, 2 away. The 1-2. Just missed, and it's 2-2.
I think most of the East Division All-Stars thought they were going to head to the dugout on that pitch. Saw a few guys making a few strides.
Diaz respond now. The 2-2 pitch. Ripped down the right field line. That one's going to go foul, and it'll be 2-2 all over again. Just got out in front of that one. Talk about geared up for fastball. Maybe took a little bit off of that one to get the pull. And it's 2-2. Diaz coming off of a 6-inning performance against Moose Jaw his last outing on the 12th. Gets Clairhout to chop that one foul again. A little long at bat. We've seen the West All-Stars extend a couple of ABs so far in this one, making the different pitch count limitations that these teams may have on their guys today be a bit more challenging in these innings. 2-2. Diaz with the long look in. Gets his signs, or whatever they may be in an all-star game. The 2-2. Hopped him up. Back into center field. Going back on this one is Beck. He will settle under it and make the play to end the third inning here at Siemens Stadium. The Okotoks Dogs catcher, Logan Grant, helping get the West on the board and give them the lead here 2-1 going into the top half of the fourth inning. We are hoping to get Joe McFarland here in just a moment. Let's send it now down to the third base side as Joe McFarland is, I believe, going to be chatting with a player here momentarily as we continue the All-Star game on Flo College. It's been an exciting event so far, and it continues now. Joe McFarland down over on the third base side.
So you're looking to grab your take on a 50-50. Make sure you find one that got us today.
Okotoks, you doing all right so far? Joined by last year's WCBL All-Star Game MVP Carter Beck with the Saskatoon Berries. How's it feel coming back here?
I mean, it's a lot of fun, and it's always a fun day, so I'm excited.
I've been told to get the microphone a little bit closer to your mouth, so I apologize in advance. What's it mean to you to be a WCBL All-Star for a second year in a row?
It's really cool to get this opportunity to go out and do it again and compete with the best players in the league. It's a lot of fun.
You guys are off to a flying start in Saskatoon. What's been going well for you?
I think we're just having fun out there and playing together well, and I mean, we just keep rolling, keep scoring, and things have been going good, and end up getting W's.
Well, best of luck the rest of the way there, Carter Beck. Congratulations on all success. See you later. Carter Beck of the Saskatoon Berries one more time because we are live on Close Sports. Make some noise, Okotoks!
Back here in the top half of the fourth inning, or just about ready for the top half of the fourth inning at Siemens Stadium, and very pleased to be joined now in the broadcast booth by Hall of Famer World Series champion. He is Matt Stairs. Matt, it's got a little bit wonky with some of the weather early on, but looks like a perfect night now for an All-Star game.
As long as you're getting the game, man, it's a good night to play baseball.
Right on, right? And yeah, we had a little bit of rain, but just made for a dramatic end to that home run derby. That was a lot of fun there earlier today, eh?
That was fun. I mean, these guys, you know, it's tough when you get out there because you don't have the turtle around you taking batting practice. I think it's harder on the pitcher throwing strikes.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, that was a lot of pressure, and it's rapid fire, and you just have to next one ready, next one ready, next one ready. As that one is chomped over to the third base side. Nice snag. Throw across the diamond in time, and there is one away. You have been coming to these All-Star games now for a few years here. What has really struck you about the quality of play that we get to see here in the WCBL at these All-Star games?
Well, I think it's getting better and better every year. You know, the talent-wise, you know, first of all, the size of these young athletes. I say young because I'm old. You know, I think just the way their approach of hitting-wise. I was in the batting cages for about an hour and a half watching them and what they do in there. The velocity of the pitchers nowadays. Defensively, you know, there's just a ton of athletes out in the field, and it's very impressive baseball. Every year it's getting better.
Yeah, it really is. And you've been doing some work here with the Dogs Academy. You had a hitting camp on earlier in the week. Talking about, like, pitchers are throwing faster than ever now, and you're getting a lot of, like, at the major league level, you face one guy, he comes in for one inning, throws 102 9 times, and that's his inning. How do you adjust as a hitter when those velocities are coming at you so hard as this one is flying out into right field, going to drop in for a base hit? But you obviously had to face a few pitchers who could throw pretty hard in your day. How do you adjust when you are getting just a barrage of velocity coming at you?
Well, honestly, I think they get used to it. You know, it's not as if you're facing guys. I mean, let's face it, when I was playing, it was, you know, 92, 93 miles an hour. You got the rare freak that threw upper 90s like the Rob Dibbles and Randy Johnsons and stuff. But I think with these guys, they see it such on a consistent basis that they get used to it. I know when I was coaching in San Diego, they had me throwing from 30 feet away as hard as I could. And, I mean, it was crazy.
That just sounds terrifying to have to do, as that's another nice play over at third base. A long throw across the diamond gets him with 2 away. Doing the hitting camps, doing the instruction work with the Dogs Academy and other places that you do. Obviously, I feel like at this point you probably don't have to do these things. What drives that passion to continue to help out the next generation of ball players in this country?
I just love it. I mean, I love teaching hitting, talking hitting. I can sit around and talk for hours and hours about hitting and the approach and stuff. I absolutely love doing clinics. I know it doesn't matter. I think yesterday we had about 16 or 17. That's a great number because they're there for 3 hours. They're getting a lot of reps. You can do a lot of one-on-one time with the young kids. Just to me, it's when you go in there and you start teaching a certain thing, and all of a sudden the young athlete takes a good swing, and the big smile comes across his face. Right? It's just that's what you like about it. It's just a lot of knowledge I've learned from a lot of coaches.
That ball is hammered deep out to right center field, going back to the warning track at the wall, and that one is going to bounce off the wall out into right center field. It's going to bring another run in, cashing one. So this game now tied on a big hit. Talk about seeing a bit of a light bulb moment. Sometimes maybe you want to leave the high pitches. That was not one of them. That ball was smoked.
Yeah, that's what you call a bad breaking ball. It was up in the back. But again, for instance, these guys, they can recognize. Like, you don't have a whole lot of time to react to the pitchers nowadays throwing so hard, and you kind of hit off a certain area, or your strength is what you look for, and if it's there, you get ready to hammer hopefully you hammer pretty good.
Having those coaching clinics and stuff like that, what is kind of one thing you really want the kids to take away from an experience like that?
Well, I think what we do is we really work on the bases. We don't change their swings. We put them in a good position, make sure they have a very good balance when they're hitting. To me, it's one of the biggest things that, short memory. Get up there and have a game plan. But really, when you get in those camps, you don't want to waste too much time talking. You want to give them swings and give them a quick pointer here and there. And, let's face it, at certain ages.
The ball stung into right field, getting the wave around third. The throw home is not in time. So the run scores on the RBI single. Nice relay there. Pretty good chemistry from guys who don't play together a whole lot, but the run still comes around to count. And the score here now is 3-2. But I do like that. Like it would be, I think, easy to really want to drill down on the specifics. But hey, let's grab a bat, start swinging this thing, and see what we get to.
Well, especially sometimes. I've had 3 or 4 clinics this year. Last year we had 100 kids at the clinic. So it's kind of hard. You don't want to spend too much time talking to somebody because they end up missing, some swings and stuff. But all in all, it's just a great time to have hitting clinics and have the kids have some fun.
Matt, this was so much fun. Thanks for taking some time today. I'm sure there's a lot of people in the ballpark that want to say hi. So thank you for stopping by, and enjoy the rest of your time here in Okotoks.
Thanks for having me on again.
Thank you. That is Matt Stairs joining us here at the 2025 WCBL All-Star Game.
Now moving to the East All-Star for the Swiftcourt 57s, number 26, Adam Boyd. Energy City Package Rats. The first ring, Parker Kuchu.
We are back here at Siemens Stadium. It is a 3-2 ball game now for the East as they were able to cash a couple runs in there. Apologies from me. Don't have the scoreboard quite up to date on that, but now 3-2 is your score here as we are back from Siemens Stadium. That pitch in for a strike at 1-1.
New pitcher in the game, Peter. It's Adam Cordy from the Swift Current 57s, 2-year player for them.
Well, he has very good breaking ball, as that one was in for a strike now, and it's 1-2.
Aside from his breaking ball, a real rich history within baseball is Cordy. He's not only a pitcher himself, but he's got family around the league.
Ball popped up, back behind second base. Eventually, the play is made by the center fielder, and there is one down. Cordy, 9 games pitched this season, 8 starts. He's 2-4, 4.46 ERA. Does have a save. 46 1/3 innings pitched, 18 walks, 32 strikeouts. It'll be McTavish now coming up. Second plate appearance. McTavish walked in a run when he was up in the second inning.
Boy, there's some baseball royalty here in this matchup. Of course, Brendan McTavish, the son of Les McTavish, who does so much work with the Vauxhall Academy Jets, and Adam Cordy, whose grandfather was James, better known as Jim Cordy, who's a field named after him in Munster, Sask.
The 0-1. Breaking ball hit hard to left side and through for a base hit. And McTavish is aboard here with one away on a nice single, nice piece of hitting, just going the other way. Fighting that one off, and now it'll be Fischel coming back to the plate. Once again, a big thank you to Matt Stairs for taking the time coming in to talk some baseball with us. He said before, I could talk baseball all day. I was like, well, yeah, just stay. We could talk baseball with you all day, too. It's fine.
Well, when you're in baseball long enough, you obviously love it enough, and that's what you get when you hear Matt Stairs talk about the game.
Yeah. That one misses outside, 1-0. And so many guys. Like, he has been around the league for so very long. And, like, obviously coming from a World Series champion and everything like that, it would be very easy to be like, listen to how smart I am. And just, well, no, we don't need to do these hitting instructions. Listen to my talking. And to have that recognition, like, he is here to help that next wave out. Really, really cool to see from Matt Stairs.
I talked to Quinn Toshniak, and he had his hitting camp yesterday and spent 3 hours staying after the camp to just individually assess some swings for some of the young baseball players that were in attendance. So doing the work, not just speaking the words.
That one misses outside. It is 2-1. But yeah, that is, you love to hear things like that. Excellent dedication and obviously a passion for the sport from the baseball, Canadian baseball legend, Matt Stairs.
Yeah, and Quinn said, I was the one who had to pitch for them, though. So I had an extra couple pitches that I haven't had to throw in about 12 months.
I need to get stretched out if we're going to do that again. Well, come on now. The count now 2-2 to Ben Fischel in his second at-bat here up against Adam Cordy, as you mentioned before, from Munster, Saskatchewan, out of Dawson Community College. Hit and run is on. Pitch popped up into center field, and the play will be made. 2 away. Scampering back to first base now is McTavish. So there is 2 down. We are back to the top of the order. It'll be O'Connor coming in.
O'Connor doesn't have Carter Clarehout over at third base this time to yell at him for missing him a pitch.
Yeah, he doesn't have the target practice over there anymore. That was a heck of an at-bat. Does end in a strikeout last time, but that was a real battle. Getting to show off what he can do a little bit more. Runner goes. It's another hit and run over to the left side. Play made by Soto. Throws it across the diamond in time. And the inning is over. To the west gets a runner on and nothing more. Flying by. We're looking at the fifth. 3-2 is the score for the East 2025 WCBL All-Star Game on Flow College.
Skyler Pitcher, Branson on our anthem first base bullpen patio. Big Rock Brewery on our anthem first base main patio. The Sims NHS Group on our GM Mechanical Field Hall Suite. And Danielle Seabright and Group.
It's pretty amazing when you think about how it's all connected. Because it truly is. And it's all we think about. So you don't have to.
Area and a whole lot of fun. Bookings for the season of North Lake. You're interested in booking a group event at Seaton Stadium. Stop by or call the ticket office at 403-262-3294.
Have you ever wondered if there's one thing that connects people from across our province? Something that connects the coffee shop to the spray park, or the brewery to the rodeo, the campground to the sports field. It's pretty amazing when you think about how it's all connected, because it truly is, and it's all we think about, so you don't have to.
Now pitching for the West Division All-Stars for the Seven Lake Balls, number 21, Josh Gullet.
Sure. New pitcher into the ballgame for Sylvan Lake is Josh Dolich out on the mound out of Southwest Oklahoma State. Born in Spring, Texas. 8 games this year, 3 of them starts. 1-0 with a 1.75 ERA. 25 and 2/3 innings pitched, 18 strikeouts, just the 8 walks.
And Mitch Schmidt did have a lengthy conversation with the umpire. So there's also a few defensive changes, I do believe, but we'll get to those when they come to the plate.
Is Ayala up. First pitch swinging, hits this one up the middle and down for a base hit. The swift current catcher makes his way aboard with the leadoff single.
Certainly one of the more unique batting stances in the league that Ayala has. It kind of reminds me of Matty Fung a little bit, but...
Coach John Miller stretch. Number 42, Thomas Soto.
Now Soto struck out in his last at bat.
Keep wondering with Soto if he's going to switch to the other side at any point.
Yeah, the dying art of the switch hitter, hey?
This one hit up the middle. Nice snag made by Dolich. The throw is snared at short. Back across the first, not in time. Good recovery over there at shortstop. As a couple of Gulls teammates coming together on that one. O'Connor with the save out at short, getting the force at second. Beating it out over at first was Soto.
And Dolich tapped the chest, said, that was not the best toss for me, so thanks to having that 6 foot, I think he's 6'3" officially, O'Connell. Certainly was a save, as you said.
And regardless, Thomas Soto, as we spoke about earlier, not an easy guy to double up.
No.
If he's ever available to double up.
Yeah, that speed, you're going to have to field that one perfectly. And not necessarily the case on that one, although they do get the out anyway. So there is one down now. And the batter is Ross.
They said, I think it's Noah Brooks, actually, Peter.
Oh, apologies. I heard Ross. But yes, you're right. Noah Brooks, the Weyburn Beaver outfielder out of the University of Pikeville, born in Langley, BC.
Are these Weyburn's new aways, or are these a third jersey that they're wearing for the All-Star
I believe
game?
that they're a third jersey, Conrad. They're super cool. I love how the blue pops off the jersey, and it's a completely different look from what we're used to seeing with the Beavers.
Yeah, it actually makes them stand out from the Red Sox this year. Those are always interesting games, the navy blue and red teams facing off.
Pumped up over on the right side. Right fielder is going to come in and make the play for out number 2.
And I don't know a whole bunch about Josh Dolich on the mound, but I do know one thing, that if your name is Josh and you play for the Sylvan Lake Gulls, you're probably a pretty good pitcher. Josh Tucker, of course, former pitcher of the year and a 2-time All-Star. And then Joshua Perez last year, who didn't return for them this year, was also in the 2024 All-Star game. So the Joshes, always a theme for the Gulls.
Runner goes, the pitch is a ball, the throw to second base a little off target, And that speed you were mentioning of Soto earlier comes into play there as he gets into second base with the stolen base.
I don't even know if I would have thrown that if I was sketching. I don't think my throw is getting there anywhere in time.
Well, I completely agree, Conrad. It might cause more turbulence if you throw it over there, and you know Soto can easily round, maybe even all the way to home.
You've seen that happen already once today on an overthrow.
Oh, Carter Roth, count 1-0, runner at second. Goes down and gets this one into center field. That will drop in for a base hit. Soto runs through the stop sign, now slides to get back to second, or back to third, sorry. Runners on the corner, some aggressive base running for the East. And a smart hold and a unique way of adhering to the stop sign by Soto keeps runners at the corners.
Yeah, that's when you can't put the foot on the brake fast enough, so you pull the e-brake to get back.
The form on the slide was fantastic, too. Very, very well done. And as we've talked about before, the footing isn't exactly one where you can just stop on a dime.
I want to revisit the at-bat for a second from Carter Roth. That's his game to a T. Find green grass and plop it there, and he did just that up through center field.
So now it's Austin Gurney. Has driven in 48 runs with Moose Jaw this year, looking to give the East a little bit of insurance. That one is cut through 0-1.
Definitely not a safety swing there from Gurney.
This has been Moose Jaw's combo all season long. Thomas Soto leading their team in runs, and of course, Gurney leading their team in RBIs.
It's kind of funny how those things tend to go together, hey?
Swing and miss there, 0-2. And you can see where that combination would be just dynamite for them with the speed of Soto and what looks like some pretty good pop in the bat of Austin Gurney. Couple home runs against Regina. Sorry,
if Gurney gets one inside, he's going to turn on it.
The 0-2. Heeding that advice, they keep it away from him, and it's 1-2.
I was about to say that's about the furthest thing you can go from the inside pitch.
It's a heck of an inside pitch to a right-handed batter. Now the 1-2 again. Came inside, breaking ball gets away. Coming home is Soto, he will count. And it is a 4-2 lead now for the East.
Yeah, that might have been jogging speed for Soto there, getting in across the plate.
A nice casual stroll as that ball got away from Silve back behind home plate. So not necessarily the usual way that Gurney will bring Soto in, but still a 4-2 edge now for the East. Also, Roth making his way to second base on that one.
As more fireworks in the distance. And those ones aren't the pyrotechnic kind.
The 2-2 gets him swinging strike three, and the inning is over, but not before. The East gets one more. It's 4-2 as we go to the bottom half of the fifth inning.
Now pitching for the East Division All-Stars of the Moose Jaw Miller Express, number 29, Rudy Cordova. 7 line call. Number 7, Jacob Flores.
Bottom half of the 5th inning here at Siemens Stadium. It is the 2025 WCBL All-Star Game, 4-2. The East is leading. There are defensive changes everywhere. Just assume that always.
Thank you to our sponsors at Fortis Alberta, lighting up the lights and bringing us this All-Star Game.
That ball blooped into left center field and a nice running play back at shortstop for out number 1. As Soto, I believe that is still him staying in the ball game at this point, going back and making that play. If not, Musha has a couple of guys who look very similar.
Yeah, that was Soto running sideways. A couple of changes in the game. Wilmer Enriquez over at third base. Silas Hilton left field. I believe that's Noah Brooks over in center. Gurney remains in right. Menard still down at first. Abiam Medina at second. And Balin Sorensen checks in behind the plate.
So a lot of those berries getting their opportunity now.
The count is 1-0 now.
Because they let off a Carter Beck, but getting a few different seasons of berries.
Aaron Cena now up at the plate. I believe his first plate appearance of the ball game. Pops this one up foul over on the left side. And this one is going to drop.
How much ground did Soto cover there?
Yeah, the shortstop was the one who almost got there in time. Enriquez was over as well. That's a ways away. If that ball, if you just put it across, that is medium to regular depth in left field, and both infielders making the sprint over.
I mean, that speed must come from his mom, because I know his dad was a pitcher within the Dodgers organization, so I don't think he was doing a whole lot of that.
The 1-1. This ball hit back up the middle. Play made by Medina. The throw to first is in time as a couple berries come together for out number 2. Do want to mention here before we end the inning without talking about the pitcher, it is Rudy Guardiola out on the mound for Moose Jaw out of Texas A&M International, born in Laredo, Texas. 9 games this year, 8 starts, 3-1, 4.27 ERA, 46 strikeouts, 46 innings pitched, 32 strikeouts. We'll get there eventually. Coming off of a strong performance against Weyburn, where he pitched 7 innings.
Yeah, Rudy G, the mystery man on the mound for the Moose Jaw Miller Express. And he has been a pleasant surprise to their starting rotation this year. And he's a grinder. Never let the dream die, and here he is as an all-star.
That breaking ball will play anywhere. That was a really nice pitch there, 0-1. He looks in here at Sauve, who slaps this ball into center field, dying quickly, but a nice running play made by Brooks to end the inning. So 1-2-3 goes the West in the 5th. We're already going to the 6th. The rain's coming down, but it has been a fun one so far here in Okotoks. We'll be back in a little bit here on WCBL's All-Star Game on Flow College.
Baseball players are now ready for a little bit of a race between mascots as they make their way onto the field. As I announce your mascot, I want you to make some noise. We got Sully, we got Homer, Barry, Tebow, and Diddy Dog. It's a race to get mascots. When I say go, they go. Place your bets. First one to be wins. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Oh no! Well, look at this. Icky place. Oh man. Homer, you got this. You got this. Oh man. That is unfortunate.
Top 6 first new pitcher into the ball game is Julian Picorni of the Brooks Bombers, attending the University of Science and Arts in Oklahoma, born in Keller, Texas.
It's not often you think of pitching when you think of Brooks, just as a necessity of that ballpark, but Picorni obviously here for a reason.
So Menard up, put on a show in the home run derby earlier and was looking to do so again with that swing. It's 0-1. Considering the home ballpark of Picorni having a 3.89 ERA, pretty solid considering where he pitches half of his games. The 0-1 in for a strike. It's 0-2.
You know how they have era-adjusted stats? Sometimes I think we need to have ballpark-adjusted stats.
I think you can find those. Maybe not at this level, but I do think you can find some stuff that adjusts for ballpark. Yes. As the 0-2 skips in 1 and 2.
They got a stat for just about everything these days.
That is very true.
Hey, Joe, that's maybe the formula we need to work on next for AV Dugout Stories is the how to adjust per ballpark in the WCBL.
Menard, as we've talked about before during the home run derby, tons of power in that bat. He shows it there. Drive to deep center field. Going back to the warning track. At the wall, and this ball is gone. A home run for Menard. He put on the show in the home run derby earlier, and he goes to the deepest part of Siemens Stadium to help extend the lead for the East. It's 5-2.
And that isn't only a guy who can mash home runs like that, but also wrestle alligators. Boy, he is a machine, and nothing can stand in his way.
He was a little bit excited about that home run.
I'm going to put a pin in that wrestling alligators thing. It sounds like there was something there. But yes, that was something that he was certainly fired up about. 9 home runs in the regular year. 7 home runs with them a season ago.
And a bunch in the home run derby.
Yes. Now Brady Bye up at the dish. The catcher for Regina chomps this one foul 0-1. Okay, does he actually wrestle alligators?
He was duck hunting back home and came across an alligator, bumped it with his foot, and then went into fight or flight and fought the thing off.
If I bump into an alligator, it is not fight or flight. It is flight and flighter. So that one misses 1-1.
Well, at least you know now you can call Ethan Menard if you ever run into one.
Yes, yeah, no kidding. They ran into that fastball and drilled it out of this ballpark.
And not a bad hitter in behind him in Bye either.
No. Yeah, by another one who was in the home run derby, as they're just bringing them out one after another for the East All-Stars here in the 6th. Bye goes the other way with this one over on the left field side, racing toward the corner. This one's going to drop in and go off the wall. Bye making his way into second base. And back-to-back extra base hits, a home run and now a double for Bye as the East rolling here in the 6th.
So, you know, if that had sliced just a bit to the right, that ball might have been out of the ballpark because the court 4 is about 1.5 feet taller.
Yeah, the corner jumps up there a little bit. You're right. That might have found its way out of there. As Silas Hilton now makes his way to the plate.
Yeah, Hilton been a mainstay in the 57's outfield so far this year.
Out of Trinidad State, born in New Mexico. This is inside 1-0.
Hilton's got a big swing. He's often looking for the moonshot. And when he's patient, he's the most effective. We'll see his approach here.
Hitting .272 this year with 3 home runs, to your point. Yeah, that would be a big swing. 1-1. On the cut there, home runs against Weyburn, Moose Jaw, and Saskatoon this season. And hit 7 home runs with Trinidad State and the Trojans. So the drive a run in from second. This one's popped up over on the right side. Calling for it and making the play there is the second baseman, Arsena, and there's a couple down. A lot of cheering for Swift Current player, but...
No, I think that's our press box cheering on Diggity.
I see.
So we have the Beat the Dog promo regularly, and he hasn't won one yet this year, but beat the rest of the mascots, so put it on the scoreboard.
Yeah, big dub.
I was going to say, this is really the only one that matters. This is the big one for him.
Yes, yeah, all the other ones, it's whatever, but this was the important one. Got to establish that dominance, let him know. As Enriquez is up at the plate now out of Cameron University, born in New Brunswick, New Jersey. I feel partly responsible for him not winning a whole lot this year. I made fun of him on the radio last year because you just absolutely wrecking kids in these races. If he could have stiff-armed a child, he would have. So I think this year took it easy on him a little bit, but happy he was able to get a dub here on All-Star Saturday.
Corny not taking easy on Enriquez.
No.
Down 0-2, and the swings have not been anywhere close.
And he hasn't given him a fastball yet. That's what Enriquez craves.
That one misses, 1-2. Enriquez has a home run against Okotoks this season. That came on the 4th of July.
Something letter high is what Enriquez is going to be hoping for, at least on the other end.
I got to say, big props to the 57s. Legible numbers on their jerseys, making our lives a lot easier.
As that one skips away, breaking for third is by. The throw, not in time. That was an absolute laser of a throw from Silve. Maybe just not able to get the tag down in time, but either way, a heck of a play and aggressive base running. All the catchers running very aggressively in this one. Counts 2-2 with one away. Corny had a save with USAO this year. Need to shut things down here in the 6th. That one chopped foul again.
It's always interesting. Like, I know Ashton Laware hasn't pitched for the Dogs this year. I'll talk a little bit about him. So you're hearing he was a closer here for the Dogs, then went down to Colorado State Pueblo, and they said, hey, you're a starter now. Good luck.
The 2-2. That one misses low, 3-2. Well, they saw the extra inning game he pitched in the playoffs where he went 5 innings out of the closer's role.
Yeah, it's just some of the differences you see between the collegiate ranks and the WCBL.
3-2. Popped up foul. We'll do it all over again at 3-2. I know you're right. It is interesting to see when you look at the stats. Oh, okay, this guy started a bunch of games in college. You look here, 4 saves. All right, we're working on some stuff here. We're trying some things out. Always find the communication fascinating as well, as that one misses up and in. So a good battle from Enriquez draws the walk. Finally gave him a high fastball. It was just too high, and now he's on first base.
I have to think he might be given a green light to get on his horse and go to second, take away that double play possibility.
And an all-star game, why not take a chance like that? Give yourself 2 runners in scoring position.
So now it'll be Balin Sorensen out of Southern Louisiana University. First pitch swinging, drives it into left field for a base hit. High comes around to score. Enriquez is on his horse. He's getting the wave around third. The throw from left field is not in time. It's a 2-run triple for Sorensen, who almost got to come all the way home on the throw. But a good backup there allows a couple runs to score, and the East is up now 7-2.
Peter, something you said earlier, the catchers going and running with authority. Sorensen, one of the catchers for the Berries, he gets all the way with the 3-bagger and did not slow down a single stride.
No, he had 3 on his mind the whole way on that.
Well, how you described, Conrad, earlier, Logan Grant, Balin Sorensen, he's just a straight-up athlete as well. Former football player. He knows how to play in big games, and showing off with a triple there.
And if I recall correctly, he's listed at 6'3".
He is.
Yeah, that's not healthy or not as nice on your knees to be a catcher at 6'3". We have a couple giant catchers this year. I can't remember who it was in the West. 6'4" in catching. You remember, Peter? We talked about that.
Yeah, not off the top of my head, but I do recall.
Trip Ray.
That's it, yes.
One of the best names in the league as well.
There's a few great ones this year.
Vanesti ripping that ball foul.
Another guy, home run derby, and now into this lineup for the East, and they're just trying to mash baseballs and put this one out of reach.
Yeah, luckily there's no truck there this time.
Yeah, that would have probably taken Pete the Plumber's mascot right off the back.
Yeah, the side mirror had to take a fall earlier, as that ball will skip away. They're going to say it hit the foot of Vanesti, so he is going to get to first base in not the best of ways. Doesn't seem overly thrilled with that. And there's a meeting on the mound now.
Yeah, nobody ever wants to see anybody get hurt in an all-star game. It's not that they're not being competitive out there, but you hope that everybody leaves each other.
So a quick chat before Brooks comes back to the plate.
I have to wonder if there is enough bodies to necessarily send a pinch runner out there. You know, maybe one of the pitchers that pitched the other day can go in and pinch run. I know we saw. Did we see it this year, or was it last year we saw it in the MLB where they had to send out a pitcher to pinch run? I can't remember.
That pitch is in for a strike 0-1. We've seen it a little bit. The Blue Jays would do it with Marcus Stroman occasionally. As far as this season, I don't recall, but it is certainly within the repertoire of some of these guys to try that. Big swing and a miss there from Brooks. It's 0-2.
And Noah Brooks, a real special player, back-to-back All-Star appearances, but with different teams. He was with the Edmonton Prospects last year and visited here for the festivities. Back again this time with the Beavers.
And he fights this one off to the right side. That will get down for a base hit. Another run comes in to score. Vanesti getting the wave around third. The throw home on the relay is an absolute laser, but it's not in time. Vanesti slides around the tag. Two more come into count for the East, and it's 9-2.
Yeah, superhero night was last week for the Mavericks, but Vanesti putting on his cape and sliding into home plate there for an extra bonus run.
So the foot looks fine.
Yeah, that's good news.
Yeah, it looked okay as he was digging around the bases there. But from Brooks, you could not have walked out there and placed it in a better spot to drive a couple runs in. Perfect hitting there, getting the job done. And now it'll be Medina once again at the plate.
And that's Noah Brooks to a T. He is a great contact hitter. He's been in the 300s both of his years in the WCBL.
Big swing and a miss from Medina, 0-1. 16 hits on an 8-game hit streak for Medina. He's an RBI in 4 straight games. The 1-1. Sorry, the 0-1. Now 0-2.
And I talked to Coach JT with the Metasnap Mavericks a couple weeks back, and he said Medina is one of the most impressive players he's seen in this league and was not surprised to see him get an all-star spot.
The 0-2. Watches that one go in. The runner going. No throw on the play, so aggressive base running from the East in the All-Star game. As mentioned before, it's the All-Star game. Why not?
Do you have to make mention, though, the yellow gloves, those definitely scream more rig gloves to me than batting gloves.
That is true. Yes, that is 100% accurate. Doesn't exactly match with the purple all that well.
No.
The 1-2. Misses outside and 2-2.
And a little bit of a shuffle there from Medina in the batter's box. I'm not going to call it quite full-on Soto shuffle, but...
And the 2-2. Inside pulled foul. 2-2 all over again. Medina 373 this year with the Berries. With Texas A&M International. Back-to-back years hitting over 350. Guy can hit. West has the infield in. The 2-2 popped him up over on the left side. That one is going to go well out of play.
I can't see the berm. How has that kind of emptied out a little bit, DK?
Yeah, I think some of the slickness of the grass maybe. I mean, for some, it is making for a very entertaining slide down toward the fence, but for a few
Nash
others.
over there?
As this one punched over to short. Checking the runner at third. Throw to first is in time. There's 2 down. Yeah, I haven't quite seen him there just yet, but we'll see. Maybe he'll try to steal the mic for Take Me Out to the Ball game coming up in an inning or so.
I'm just hoping if the tarp comes out after the game and we still have the rain, we get to see the Nash Kroll tarp slide champion of the world.
That has been entertaining to be here for a couple of years now. As entertaining as it is, I'm happy we haven't had to see it.
Oh, 100%.
And I will admit I was fully expecting to at some point today. Jackson fights this one off, a little dribbler to third, and they're not going to have a play. Another run scores.
Jackson's a real exciting player, plays in the outfield, and you see a lot of that from him as well. Speed as he chugs down the line and gets there with no contest.
Now, that's a play you expect Jaden Forrest to make 9 times out of 10, but maybe some of that wet grass slowed the ball up a little bit too much.
Well, and hit off the end of the bat, that is going to have just funky kind of spin to it.
And remember how last time Menard was at bat, I said he might need to check that piece of lumber. He's decided, no, it has come cracked apart. So he'll be looking for another piece of lumber.
And Menard trying to do what nobody did last year, just one home run all game last year. That was Jordan Phillips. Could he get 2 for himself? We'll have to see.
If anyone can do it, he certainly could. Just an absolute bomb earlier. Now, that pitch skips outside, 1-0.
And that bat matches his jersey a little bit better. Does that look good, feel good, play good?
Yeah.
At least he's got 3 out of 3 when I usually had 1.
The 1-0. Hit hard into the hole. It's short. Takes a bit of a hop on O'Connor. Ball is bobbled. Throw to first, not in time. And the inning will continue. Now runners at first and second. And to the point there, yeah, maybe the trickiness of the infield causing some problems, as I think O'Connor was trying to time that up. But the ball hitting the infield grass and slowing things down a little bit.
2 tricky plays there for the Sylvan Lake Gulls crew. It hasn't always been that way in the All-Star game, though. Ethan He, former All-Star game MVP with them back in 2022, hit a walk-off in the bottom of the 10th and obviously got that award as a result.
As the rain starts to fall again, couldn't quite tell. It's a bit more misty this time, but it is certainly falling. And, well, that was lightning. The 1-0 here. Breaking pitch slips out of the hand. You could certainly understand that, given the circumstances now. Watching at home, I think you're going to see a lot of ponchos and umbrellas popping up here momentarily, as this just kind of came out of nowhere. The 2-0. Fought off up the middle. O'Connor has it. He'll throw across the diamond to first in time, and the inning is over. But not before the East gets Watts. We'll go to the 6th inning here, or the bottom of the 6th inning here at Siemens Stadium. Dogs representing themselves very well here with the host city. We're going to have Joe McFarland, who has decided that now in the rain is the time he wants to send out for an interview. So let's send it now down to Joe McFarland, who has someone over by first base.
Down at field level, it's a little bit wet. Carter Clairhout, how's it feel to be a WCBL All-Star?
It's a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun today. It's been a good day, for sure.
I had to laugh a little bit. Last time you and I chatted would have been Canada Day, and he said, I want to be in the Derby. But was it at least worth watching Jack Kaliski do what he does best?
Oh, yeah, Jack did a great job. He did a lot better than I would have done, probably. So they did great. It was awesome.
What do you enjoy most about a situation like this, where you get to see the stars of the stars kind of thing?
Yeah, it's really fun. It's best on best, right? It's what you live for. It's what you want to do. It's really fun chatting with all these guys and having fun all day long. It's really fun.
Is that a little bit weird in that, you've got a guy like Mitch Schmidt over here who's trying to, jam onto our interview here?
What? He's coming to Bellevue University next year.
Oh, breaking news.
Yesterday. He signed yesterday.
I did sign yesterday. I got a couple more years of baseball left, so that's awesome.
Come hang out with me.
So we just broke some news on Flow Sports. Carter Clairhout is going to Bellevue University. So congratulations on that. Congratulations on the All-Star, and best of luck going forward.
Thank you very much, Joe.
Carter Clairhout of the Lethbridge Bulls. A WCBL All-Star. We'll send it back to the booth where you guys are nice and dry, I'm sure.
Yes, very dry up here. Very comfortable. I am checking a couple times. My laptop's right against the window here. But yeah, we're doing good so far. We don't have the same kind of news to break as was broken there a second ago. But Carter Clairhout getting to announce his post-secondary plans for next year heading off to Bellevue.
Well, I guess Bellevue needed to replace Nash Kroll.
Yeah.
So bringing in more WCBL talent.
Yeah, Joe McFarland, more like Joe McFriedman down there as he breaks some news on the sideline.
And I think there is a discussion being had by the umpires, the light show that's going on, to maybe suspend play.
Yeah, that felt a little bit closer than what we've had before.
Ronnie Shushoff, he's been around the league for a long time. He's seen a lot of scenarios, so he'll hopefully make the right call in this scenario.
I think they're going to try and get through this half an inning, would be my guess.
Barry Eisman up at the plate right now.
New pitcher on the mound, Peter. Xander Roberts out there.
Thank you for that. Pitch cut through 0-1.
What are we looking out of the hands out of Roberts?
Well, Roberts, one, he's got a beautiful blue glove that he has out there, and already in his system before this game, 2 Dr. Peppers and a Red Bull. That is how he gets fired up. Or it's the opposite. It's 2 Red Bulls and a Dr. Pepper. I can't remember the exact combo. But he's energized and ready to go in this game. And he credits his mom for being the pitcher that he is today. She was his pitching coach for many years.
That pitch is fouled back. It's nice when I can relate to an athlete. Finally, the pregame ritual that I can get behind. Roberts this year, 8 games pitched in, 7 started, 5-1, 3.05 ERA. The 1-2, Eisman fights it up the middle and down for a base hit.
Get out of the way, Blue.
That one able to split the D with the second baseman and the umpire going after it.
For McMurray Giants, number 34.
Oh, we are going to have... Oh, we talked this into existence. A pitcher pinch running. That's Brody Forno walking to first base to pinch hit.
Yeah, Brody Forno. Brody Forno got to get the crowd revved up earlier. He is coming into pinch run. With now Matt Rhodes coming up to the dish to hit. He, the winner of the 2025 Home Run Derby.
And Brody Forno, not only an important part of the Okotoks Dogs organization for being a 2-time All-Star now, but also with what his dad does for this place.
The ball gets away. Forno took a bit of a round. Took a look getting around second base, but he'll pull up there with the passed ball.
Yeah, as we mentioned, his dad runs Grand Slam Sports here in Okotoks, and the designer of those 5 o'clock somewhere Saturday jerseys. And just all-around good guy, Brody Forno. I think he probably has the biggest smile out on the ballpark right now. I asked him, are you going to get in and pinch hit? He said, I don't know the last time I raised a bat above my shoulders.
The 1-0 misses outside, 2-0.
Here's a guy up that raised the trophy above his shoulders earlier tonight, Matt Rhodes.
Yeah, that was quite the performance he put on. The 13 home runs in the first round, and then sealing it off with 9. Bit of a walk-off at the end. The 2-0 fights it to the left side. Forno, he's going to get the most out of this opportunity pinch running as he was scampering over to second base.
And
third base, sorry.
I think he might have taken Jason Ariola's gloves to go out and pinch run with. He's got the one 5 o'clock somewhere Saturday glove on the left hand and the full sliding mitt on the right hand. That's the one you want to protect.
Yes, yeah, that's a pretty important one out there. As swing and a miss from Rhodes, it's 2-2.
And you mentioned making the most of an opportunity. Rhodes replacing Darcy Berry in this game for the Giants, and he has made the most of his opportunity with what he did in the Derby.
Yeah, fantastic power stroke that he showed. West kind of needs to see that now in what was almost the first pickoff attempt of a pitcher that I've seen in a while.
Trying to pick off Brody. Come on now.
Got to get that all-star jersey dirty. The 2-2 pulls that one foul, and we'll do it again.
Almost put it right onto Mitch Schmidt's chair down there at the first base dugout.
That has been vacated since the skies opened up again.
And Xander Roberts using that off speed effectively, always wants to get hitters leaning.
Popped up. This one back behind home plate, and that one is going to be a souvenir for somebody. Count now 2-2. I mentioned before, Mitch Schmidt vacating that spot. He's broken enough news for the day, so we can just go inside now.
Yeah, probably a school saying thank you for the scouting requirements.
The 2-2 now to Rhodes. Roberts with a long look in out of Tabor College. Has been very good this year for Medicine Hat.
And not a timid leadoff here for Brody Forno.
Oh, no, he is, like I said, he's getting his money's worth out of this appearance. Taking his lead off at second base. And now looked like he was going to go. As the pitch misses outside, it's ball 4. He did everything but break on that. Looked like he was getting it going, tried to time it, just couldn't quite do it.
I wonder if Pablo wants him to run. Like, that's my question. Is his dad saying, I want you to go get a steal out there in an all-star game? Oh, just to put it on the stat?
Volleyball now coming to the plate, but no, I would say so. Why not? Go out there, try to get that.
A label, another guy in this game who was an Edmonton prospect last year, now with a new group this year, the Fort Mac Giants.
Yeah, the team that no longer exists.
Had a 250 average with Edmonton and has really broken out this year, hitting .320 with 13 runs batted in. In at third is Enriquez. That pitch misses up 2-0. Rain continues to fall. Looked like that one maybe slipped out of the hands of Xander Roberts. He's pitched in 8 games this year, as mentioned. In 4 of those, he's had no earned runs allowed. And we're not talking about 1 inning of work. 7 innings, 6 innings, 5 innings. This ball is pulled to the right side and through for a base hit. Forno getting the wave around third, looking to score. The throw is up the third baseline, and the pitcher comes sliding in. Fired up, moving the left, cut into this lead here at the All-Star game.
And Brody turns third, maybe going through a bit of a stop sign, but I don't think that smile's going to be wiped off his face for a while.
I don't think the Pete the Plumber truck parked in front of home plate was going to be a stop sign for Brody Forno on that. He was running no matter what. Now Matthews comes to the plate as Oliball drove that one in, so it's a 9-3 game now. Peyton Matthews out of MACU, born in Chicago, hitting .342 this year with 6 home runs, 19 runs batted in. Still first and second, nobody out.
Yeah, Mid-America Christian has been a big supplier in the WCBL so far this season, and also supplied the Medicine Hat Mavericks their assistant coach, Ryan Reed.
That pitch was a ball. Apologies. It is 10-3. I thought it was. I had 10-2 on the scoreboard here for a bit, and then as soon as I said, okay, I guess I was wrong, it's 9-3. They changed it here, but I think they missed one on the cue shot over to third base earlier, so 10-3 is the score.
Well, what are the odds that this score equals the same one as last year at 13-6?
It's
we could get there, yeah. Rain might have something to say about that, but we could get there for sure. I mean, look, we're 1 swing away from getting to the 6 part. If Matthews up at the plate, has that power, 6 home runs, had 4 with Brooks last year. The 1-1, this is outside, 2-1.
Yeah, it might be a little bit more likely to tie the score in 1 swing in his own home ballpark than here in Seaman, but
understood.
Stranger things have happened, and there is a little bit of wind picking up those rain-soaked flags in left field.
Yeah, you can see it sprinkling down in the lights above.
He was looking for that 1 swing there. Swing and a miss on that. It's 2-2.
If that had been a forced seam instead of off-speed, that might have been going over the fence.
Roberts finishing up a couple of seasons with Tabor. Had a 2-2 record with them this year. Swinging and a miss at that one, strike 3. Very nice pitch to get the strikeout, and a big one there. There's 1 away.
On base rolls, number 1, Bernie Sakaris.
Sakaris steps into the plate now.
Yes, Sakaris, a late add to the All-Star roster alongside Colton Anderson for the opposite East Division.
Pitch misses inside, 1-0.
Well, and of course, Brody Forno, also a late add for the Dogs. There was a few guys that saw that there were some extra roster slots. And PK, you know how Chase Tucker's listed as a pitcher?
I do know that, yes.
He has currently got the catcher's gear on and is catching somebody warming for the West.
The 1-0 swinging him is there, 1-1. Yeah, we've seen him pop in a couple times at catcher this year.
Usually catching for number 10 or number 8 in Okotoks post All-Stars, but not as pitchers. Of course, I'm talking about Ricky Sanchez and Connor Croson.
Yes. The 1-1. Pitch misses up and away. Yes, both of them getting into the action as pitchers, forever screwing up their point streak pages.
Yeah, I always joke that the Dogs, they're going to send a position player in to pitch. They need to have at least 1 pitcher on the field. So it's usually been Tucker wearing the gear.
Tucker, a 2-time All-Star himself. He's been a mainstay at this event.
Swing and a miss there, 2-2. You were asking about the berm earlier. It is all but empty now. As people have ran for cover. But there are a few who are really enjoying the makeshift slip and slide. As that one is hit to second, shoveled to second for 1, on to first, not in time. Some good speed down the first base line. Keeps the inning alive, and there's going to be runners at the corners with a couple away.
And that's Medina with a shifty play over at second. It almost worked between him and Vanesti, who's not playing in his natural position over at third base. We got him in at short, his former position for tonight's game.
And we are going to have a meeting out on the mound, and I'm going to suggest, as the reliever is already walking in from the bullpen, that we're going to have a pitching change here.
JT out to greet his ace, and take him out of this game tonight. And I'm sure smiles from both of them as he comes out.
Yeah, I like that we've had that a few times here. Whatever pitcher is out there, it's going to be the coach coming out to have a conversation with him. Some fun memories made here at the WCBL All-Star Game. So it'll be a waiver and a pitcher. I believe that is going to be Joe Hart coming in out of the University of Jamestown, born in Omaha, Nebraska.
He's a little ways from home.
A little bit.
Not a ton of Nebraskans in the WCBL, so always nice to make note of some of our less seen states. You know, we've had a lot of people from in and around Baton Rouge this year as well. That's something I've noticed, at least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there has been some pretty good Louisiana representation this year in the WCBL, but certainly coming from all over. A few from Hawaii as well have kind of popped their way in.
A couple Japanese players, a couple from the land down under, Australia.
Yeah, a couple of Louisiana guys out there now behind the plate, Balin Sorensen and then Ethan Menard over at first. They had one more last year who was an all-star, and that was, I believe, Demetrio Archella. I could be getting the name wrong, but I think he was the third. He was also a catcher as well.
You know, I should know that, seeing as I was on the play-by-play for last year. I believe you're correct, but I couldn't say for 100% certain.
Well, there's Archellas and Archellettas and so many different last names that are all so alike.
It is certainly fun, and obviously see more representation of Saskatchewan out in the East Division, but always happy to see the SK of my home province at the back end of a few of those hometowns as well. As looks like Hart is going to be ready to go. Hart, 10 games this year, 4 starts, 0-2, 5.21 ERA, 29 and a third innings pitched, 27 strikeouts.
A very upright batting stance, very old school from Hart here.
Pitch inside, almost hit him. The throw to second is a beaut. Sorensen knew it as the Berries combo gets the runner stealing to end the inning. The West, though, does get one back. Of course, it's Brody Forno coming around to count. We go to the 7th inning here at Siemens Stadium. The East has a big lead here in the All-Star Game on Flow College.
The Dugout comes to like we said, a very happy birthday to the following fans joining us at the game time. Happy 50th birthday to Trevor Leach. Happy 7th birthday, Wyatt. Happy 11th birthday to Darren Gillespie. Happy 2nd birthday, Ivy. Happy birthday, Neil Torres, from his adoring fans. A happy 4th birthday to Austin from his whole family. Last but not least, happy birthday to the greatest stringer in all of baseball, Savannah.
How we doing? It was now. I love that.
All right. So looks like we may have a bit of a pause here.
Yeah, we're gonna. The umpires have said it is 2 left.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can appreciate that at the end of the warm-up. Yeah, it is. We're going to have a bit of a delay here. This rain has become a little bit more aggressive.
Oh, I think that's just the ball game.
Oh yeah. Looks like the West, from a curling standpoint, this is handshakes at the end. Looks like the West has basically called this one here. The rain is falling, and from a lot of weather reports, it did not stop for a while. So a huge, nice moment from both teams here, kind of recognizing what was happening.
Our colleague Joe McFarland running downstairs. He's got to interview the MVP, and he was up here staying dry in the broadcast booth.
So yeah,
that's a new one for me.
It makes sense though.
100%.
Number one, athlete safety.
Yeah. Yeah, that is first and foremost. This is a game that it has been a lot of fun. It is great to see this high level of competition out here, but there is no need to play this if it is going to be a dangerous situation at all.
And I think the only people you feel bad for are some of the players that didn't get into the game that we weren't able to showcase tonight.
Right.
Tristan Harley of the Energy City Cactus Rats, who's been one of the better pitchers in our league this year.
Yeah.
Not getting to see him. Disappointing, I'm sure, for him, but, you know, as you guys said, safety, number one priority.
I do also quickly want to mention a couple of guys who were hurt who couldn't make it. Austin Eaton, Seth Durr from the Dogs. You saw Seth in a brace out there earlier. And Jalen Seward for Regina, who was unable to attend this game but wanted to get the recognition for them as well. Again, cooler heads, I guess, prevail. Wetter ones in this case, but Conrad still, what we got to see a great showcase. We saw a home run, we saw some fun defensive plays, some excellent pitching throughout this game. The type of a showcase that you would expect from an event like this.
Yeah, these players making the best of a wet situation and still gave the fans here in Okotoks, and those of you joining us here on Flow College, the best show that they could, including Mitch Schmidt, who is almost the entertainment in himself.
Yes, yeah, I think he was getting ready to sing "Take Me Out to the Ball" game as this one went on. But you see now some teammates taking selfies out there. Just a lot of the fun stuff that you get from a night like this. And this was there. We have to get to the 50-50 as well, trying to tie up a few loose ends. But Truman talked about, unfortunately, some guys don't get into this one, but still awesome showcase, like I said, with Conrad, for a few of the guys who were able to check into the ball game today.
Yeah, this isn't only great for the players. It's good to see them connect with each other and put everything aside for one game, but also for the fans and for our league. I think it's so great to put the best talent at one spot at a ballpark that is just fantastic. I mean, there's no better night than All-Star Night. Some could argue the championship, but in terms of, you know, making it accessible for all to watch and understand what this great league's about, it's just such a great time. Fortunate to be a part of it.
Yeah, no, hey, bringing broadcasters together. We, Truman coming into the booth with us today. Fantastic job by you. Wanted to get that out. And Conrad as well. I get to compliment you more often. But, yeah.
Probably too much for my ego.
But yes, Conrad, a shout out to you as well. As a lot of work put in to put a game on like this. Also to Danny Donnelly and the entire crew over there. I thought I got here kind of early, and things were already basically in place by the time I got here. So people working tirelessly to put this on. The grounds crew for making this not an ocean for a couple of days. This is not going to help, but the work that they have done this week to make all of this possible. I believe we are going to sign off here now. Joe, I think I saw him kind of exit stage right a few moments ago. So just waiting on an official word on what we are going to do here. But from the Home Run Derby on, we saw some excellent displays of power. Like I said before, some excellent pitching that we got to see. It was Mackenzie, I believe, who you were talking about, with some absolutely filthy stuff from the Gulls. We got some base running from a pitcher. You can see great defensive plays as well, like a nice pick over at third base that we saw in this game. So we had a coach turn into a baseball insider as he broke some news on a college transfer for the upcoming season. A little bit of everything here today, Truman.
Yeah, you bet. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Stretching beyond just the play on the field and having things like some breaking news and, of course, all the festivities that went around this place before the game. Really exciting stuff going on. The mascot race, the highlight, I'm sure, of some people's nights.
Well, Diggity's for sure. We also got to see a truck get taken out, so that was pretty entertaining. We are getting serenaded now by a wonderful singing performance. There's beer being consumed or I'm sure just rainwater being consumed out on the.
And all the West players getting out to help with the tarp.
Yeah. Well, no job too small for these players, but this is a really, really cool sight, and very happy to be a part of it as we sort of wind things down here. The rain is picking up, actually. So I believe now that the call will be to sign off, but I'll wait until we get an official word, or until someone just comes in and tells me to shut up. But I do think this is All-Star breaks are always.
I would like to invite from the Saskatoon Berries to the home plate area, Ethan Menard.
Ethan Menard has just been asked to come to the home plate area, so I'm willing to bet that might be an MVP one. But
congratulate Ethan.
Yes.
He is the 2025 WCBL All-Star Game MVP with a home run as part of the big.
Ethan Menard is All-Star Game MVP. That just announced here. He gets a shake of the hand up at home plate, getting to doff the cap. A couple of his Berries teammates doing some filming to get some social posts of the MVP. Certainly well deserved, as again put on a show earlier today, and then a mammoth shot of a home run in this ball game. Conrad, I think that's for what was an abbreviated game, I think that's a pretty solid choice.
I am in 100% in agreement. I see Joe McFarland is hustling his way down.
Yep. As so we'll get an interview with the man of the hour, too sweet to be sour.
Joe's touchdown in there now, and back-to-back years of Berries All-Star Game MVP from Carter Beck to Ethan Menard. Similar how they traded places in the home run derby competition as well. Tradition lives on in Berryland.
So as this tarp comes across the field, I think that's an appropriate spot.
Yes, yeah, I think that is going to do it. I think we have tap danced as long as we are going to tap dance here tonight. So for everyone, the entire crew that has been putting on a fantastic show here today, a lot goes into this production, and they did an